No,
Let's stop.
I've never had a meme I disliked more be more like stuck in my head, and I will recite word for word.
It's just kind of playing constantly as background noise right now for me. It resides in the same place that the berries and cream did there for a hot second when that was blowing up. Rent free, 100%.
Right. I have
in the fucking walls.
successfully paused the weekly challenge on Wuthering Waves, which means we can start.
They finally did the drip market for her. They finally did the drip market for Cartethia.
Oh, I saw. Yes.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Gotta say.
It looks great. I'm just nervous about her release and her kit in general, but...
Is this my eye over here?
What?
Is this Noah's eye?
No.
No.
At the very least, you'll have I think Arrow Rover works with her just in general, so I think that is...
Not necessarily. If she can't apply Aero Erosion, like Zani can't apply Spectro Frazzle, she's fucked.
Oh yeah, if she can't apply Aero Erosion, there'll be
because Aero Rover can convert debuffs into Aero Erosion, but not apply by herself. Which I'm gonna try to get Chakana, if possible. But if I lose a 50-50, I'm just gonna have to pray.
They're not putting her in a test server, Cartethia?
Yeah, I saw.
They're fucking...
They're keeping her under lock and key. Like
I've never seen anything more official.
Yeah. Anyway, everyone is here, right?
Hi.
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 All right, fellas.
What the fuck?
We're picking back up right where we left off. Just to recap the scene in general. You're in the mausoleum. There has been some conversation with Priscilla, but the time for conversation is over.
One quick.
Currently, yes.
I was distracted last week in the description of the mausoleum as we were going in. Would there have been time for me to lunar on the way down the stairs?
There are no stairs going down. This is like above ground level, like just slightly below ground level. You could have shifted before heading in if you wished, because there was some conversation. Even though it's kind of like a clearly hostile act, I think she could understand that you're basically just transforming. You're not doing something toward her.
I mean, we were already bantering with the intent of violence.
Yeah, nobody is surprised at anything in this scenario because both sides fully expect fisticuffs. So
yeah,
hands.
We have met on the field at the time.
Yeah. So
I wish to do two little things that would be in preparation. First off, I'd like to arcane abeyance here, like on the way probably. So again, I'll throw out the usual question: is there anything Is there anything someone would like to have from my spell list available to them? Just based off of what you know I can do. I'm not gonna read you my whole spell list.
That's up to everyone
else. I can do up to level 4.
Oh.
Which is actually pretty fucking good. Like the usual that I give out is like the Resilient Sphere. Last time Mazel had a Force Blade.
Pokeball?
What now?
I want to capture her in a Pokeball.
I mean, I've used a sphere like that before. Could work. If somebody wants it. I like it as an oh shit button, but if somebody wants to be responsible for that.
Actually, wait, do that because we want to potentially question her.
Okay.
Wait,
so I will
last? How long does it last again?
A minute.
Sphere?
Is Sphere a minute? That'd be annoying.
Yeah.
Oh,
almost everything's a minute.
It's useless. We'll just knock her out.
Never mind, it's useless.
It can't do the one thing I wanted. It's useless.
Anything else?
Well, I'm just waiting for someone to tell me what they want.
I don't know. I don't have anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything either.
As default, I'm gonna then give Oh my lord, what is your name? Rala's. I'm gonna give Rala a resilience sphere. So
Give that
Rala,
girl a Pokeball.
yes, I'm going to give you a little. What are these called? I don't know the proper name, so I'm gonna describe it first. But Rala, you get from me a little silvery orb, and within it you can see another orb, but it's also snowing inside of that. It's like one of these little things where you shake in the snow.
Oh, snow globe.
There you go. It drifts around the orb that is inside this globe. So I'm gonna hand that to you, and I'll say, what's my voice? This is the usual resilience sphere. Be careful with it, in case
But if
anything
she wants
happens
the
to you.
unusual resilience sphere,
Then she can get that one from you.
okay.
And before we then finally do go in, I am like, this is all prep. I'm just gonna use my arcane recovery to make sure I get that 4th level slot back, and that's it.
Fourth level slot.
Oh, okay.
Shit,
Well.
double click. My bad. And then I'm good.
Okay. So to recap the scene, the mausoleum is kind of like messed up a little bit. There are empty like drink bottles and other scrambled accessories like all over the place, and there are 4 lit torches on sort of like the corners, not really the corners, but at certain spreads on the wall that creates like this kind of like ambiance. They're not super bright, but they just create like a cool vibe. And across from you are Priscilla in this sort of like improvised stage, which is just like a sort of elevated place of the mausoleum. She is holding her very hefty and bulky metallic guitar. It has a couple of cables connecting it to 2 bigger metal amplifier-like boxes to the sides. Near the center there are 2 whites, which are vampire warriors. They seem to have been buried in their armor or have acquired armor somehow. They have the same kind of armor that Lucina and the rest of the guard wears. And to either side of the room, on one side there is a floating eye with that is gazing pus and has several little eyes and scleras and stuff like conjoined into the middle of its sclera, but also all over the rest of itself. It has also a mouth that is opening in the eye itself and is also dripping pus, and 3 floating orbs, which are also eyes, kind of like orbiting it in no set motion or fashion and gazing to every... Shut up. Gazing to other ways. And the other monster is this sort of like large being whose main, like the core of its body seems to be made of like gravestones put together, meshed with skulls and skeletons. It has 4 arms, with 2 of them being sort of like these grasping claws, and the other 2 seem to be just stuck holding its neck as if it's gasping for air, and its head is kind of like a mound of dirt with a bit of like buried head sticking out from it. And that's it. We are all positioned at the map, and we are going to begin the battle against Priscilla, the Eye of Terror, right now.
The Eye of Terror.
Yes. You
Is
are
her
welcome.
nickname Icy? Does she exist somewhere else too? Oh my god, what?
Nice.
Let's go. If you all could roll initiative, please. Also, to my Foundry people, is the module for hiding initiatives on?
Middle.
That is a question
Wow.
For Kevin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be on. I'm looking for the setting that makes it re-roll at the end of the round, but I'm not totally sure where that is.
Well, rerolling at the end of the round is relatively easy for me to manually do if it's not, even if it's not set.
Fair.
That should be.
But
It should be in the combat tracker settings, not like the actual settings.
Isn't it in Monk's combat details somewhere?
No. When you go
Or is
to
it?
the
It's actually.
yeah, in the actual tracker tab.
I'm going to. Oh, I can just roll all. Oh, wait, I forgot to. Okay, 1 second. I need to give these people proper decks so I can roll initiative for them. I always run my monsters straight from the. From like the home brewery. So I forget to actually put stuff. Okay, so this is okay. Yep. All the whites, all the blackness already have theirs. Okay, I can just roll all of my NPCs in one go now. Why is it not doing it?
Shout out to the bassist.
Why is it not rolling my NPC? Fuck.
I don't think they're in the actual combat tracker.
Well, yeah, but my intent was to put them in the combat tracker, so... Anyway, well... Just gonna do that. And exclude the second one. Why is it not rolling?
I don't think it rolls them automatically when you add them. I think you then can
No,
click the roll all button.
I think I disconnected for a second.
Oh.
That would do it.
Alright, white demons. Damn, this bitch is rolled low.
But that
Hey, look,
bitch
DM
rolled
has
high.
4 turns in a row.
Anyway,
Run from it, hide from it. 4 turns in a row will still arrive.
alright. Fellas, we are going to begin.
It has begun.
Where does that sound from? Darkest Dungeon?
Mhm.
The start of combat sound.
Wait, who popped the tracker out? Was that me?
It does it automatically.
It does it automatically, yeah.
Oh.
Now there's 2.
No,
No!
you can just
Yeah,
close it.
I was gonna turn that setting off, and then we just didn't get there. So ignore it for now. But
Alright, anyway.
Next time.
Before we begin, the soundtrack currently playing is canon. It is what Priscilla is playing on the speakers.
Ah,
So
I'm
it's
gonna
not
like
just
this.
yeah. So it's not just like haha soundtrack for the players. No, this is actually what she's like playing while you guys fight. But with that little tidbit out of the way, Lilia, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Didn't want to be first.
Oh, fuck! I forgot to roll. 1 second before you begin. I forgot to roll Lucina into initiative.
Oh yeah.
I, for 1 moment, neglected the fact that I am.
Roll 20 so she doesn't have to go first. Grant Laura's wish.
Come on. Outroll me.
Close, but
Close.
no dice.
Damn.
She's also going to bump Mizell and Noah's initiative by 2 points.
Hell yeah.
So
That's Mizell tied with Lilia.
Oh, you can go
Yes.
first.
You can go first.
Hey.
I'm gonna just manually bump you to 21.
That changes everything for me.
Yeah, that doesn't change your placement exactly, but
Hey, it might
also,
come the next round.
But you know, the intent was there. She
I
kind of
assume
like
that
gave you
buff doesn't last permanently, no? It's just for the first round of combat.
what?
No, because Soul mentioned was
We
like
re-roll. I'm not sure if it continues to
Yeah.
apply.
I assume that's just a one-time thing. Or
What
does
is a
she have
one-time
the
thing?
what she just
The
bonus?
initiative bump.
bumped by 2?
No, she can do it every round.
Every round, damn.
Yeah,
Damn bitch. She
It's her
freaky like
feature.
that.
Her feature is called deployment tactics. Is yes, I'm cheeky. She essentially gave you guys like sort of like a tactical rundown of, you know, standard military procedures in Greathelm, and she is using them to direct you guys to act a little bit faster during combat. This is one of the things about re-rolling initiative. Like I can do things like that, you know. They're not just at the start of the combat; they can keep happening.
Yeah.
It also makes people with very high modifiers makes it relevant for them.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway.
Getting
Noah.
one bad roll and just staying at the bottom forever.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, that is. I'm sorry. Those were my things that I forgot to do because I forgot I was running Lucina as well in this combat. But yeah, with that, I assume Lilia wants to go after Mizell.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you are welcome to do so, and it's Mizell's turn first.
You're never gonna guess what Mizell's gonna do.
I can guess, but I also I'm just gonna let you do it.
Mizell's gonna cast Haste. Oh, and I can't twin spell it anymore because twin spell is bad now. I have to pick one of my friends.
Correct.
Wait, what if I just pick Lucina?
That would be very interesting.
You're gonna haste Lucina?
No.
Due to Lilia, I already get a bunch of attacks.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Lilia Lilia hits hard with an extra attack, so it's probably more worth on her. So yeah, I'm gonna haste Lilia, and as I do so, Mizell disappears and reappears in the air, a short distance away, or not distant. He stays in that spot and then is invisible over here. My brain.
Where are you? Okay, there. Right.
He's off to the right a little bit.
You're invisible, right?
Yes, he's invisible. I'm going to mark him with that condition. Status effects. Hello. And then he's going to bonus action summon his Silvered Whip.
All right.
And, oh good, I moved towards the thing that can probably see me anyway. That's great. Anyway, I didn't think of it, which side I was going towards. It's fine. I want to kill this eye anyway. It's been taunting me. All right, that's it for myself.
You
Speaking
shot
of-
it.
Speaking of taunting you, as you pull out your whip and prepare for fighting, the eye, like the 3 orbiting eyes, like they seem to detach themselves from the eye a little bit, like get some distance, and they turn onto you, like each of them emitting this sort of like laser light, like sort of like converging at your position, and it just says in Inferno, "The little bitch is over there."
Brilliant. No notes.
But with the end of your turn, we're going to Lilia's turn. You are hasted.
I'll kind of give a look over to Aluna, and
There's a hasted icon. Love it.
Whoa, sorry, my brain shut down trying to say Lukina. I kept trying to say Lilia, and I was like, nope, that's the wrong word. Just kept getting
felt
stuck.
a short circuit from over here.
Yeah, no, that was me trying to not say Lilia instead of Lukina. Who do you want me to hit first?
You're talking to Lukina, right?
Yeah, Lukina and Aluna, because they're usually the more strategy-minded people. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go hit that biggest thing on the field.
Lukina seems to be like looking at all of the opponents equally, and for her part, she says, "Still uncertain for now the nights."
You mean the these? How do I think?
The undead knights, yes.
All right, then I'm going to.
Is that a technical term?
Yeah. If you look on page 6969 in any book, it shows how to new.
Excellent.
Specifically, the Get Wrecked book from Wizards of the Coast. I'm feeling great, guys. Sudafed, Luxetine, I'm feeling crazy.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna, instead of dagger, I'm just gonna punch.
All right.
And I'm going to, as Lilia runs, there's like almost a moment where you see like her foot hit the ground and like catapult her even faster forward, and as it does, there's like a swirl of red and blue energy that starts to like coalesce like from her feet on the ground up and starts to almost like twist around her arms and envelop them in energy as I go into the ascended lunar state. For the first time, yippee!
What is this one?
And I will
Words
rage.
of Virgil. This is curious.
And I will start doing some hits, and we will see if it's coded correctly in my sheet.
That shade?
No, this is the I don't know what I need to turn on. I think wait.
Well, if it doesn't work, it
there's
is.
an effect to turn on for your.
Yes, so there's an effect I need to turn on, which is Lunar Limit Break. There it is. All right, that's on. I think
The rule is if it doesn't work, it is shade.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this also, and then I rage. Okay. All my effects I think are on now. Okay. And then I will see if it works when I take my first attack at this guy.
$18 hits.
And then that also deals an extra D6 radiant damage.
So that is 15 slashing.
Right? Is it D6? I'm double checking.
Oh, that's from your materia?
No, this is from. Or wait, is that already? Okay.
Wait, there's a D8 in there. What
The D8's
is
my
that?
damage. And then I've got my rage damage, proficiency damage, plus
Oh,
one
yeah,
bonus
yeah.
for. I don't know
Okay,
what the plus one's from.
I'll figure out why it didn't apply the damages.
But it's okay that it doesn't, because each attack has a different effect. Both attacks don't have the same effect, so it kind of works that it's.
Mm-hmm.
I might just need to make like a separate thing to like auto roll the.
Oh, right. I think if you click on your empowered lunar form, there's a thing for the empowered strike and Menthena's love, and you can probably just drag those down onto your action bar to activate them quickly. So if you look in your inventory, under equipment,
Let me remember which tab is inventory. Yeah, okay, now I'm there. See
the empowered lunar form
Uh-huh.
item. If you click on that, that lets you roll either the recoil, the empowered strike, or the heal.
Oh, cool. Oh,
So you can just yeah. I forgot how I coded that.
So then that's a d6 radiant damage. And then I get a cleave attack from my first attack against the whatever this bitch is.
Is it against the creature within 5 feet of you, or against the creature you attacked originally?
Let me look up. Let me grab my handy dandy player's handbook right here.
This is the first attack.
Yeah, yep, we're doing great, guys.
I mean, 5 feet off the first.
Okay, so they have to be by each other.
Yeah, you can't do it against that thing in this case. It would require you to like spin a pretty big deal, you know. Makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of, I can make that happen. I can turn one of my attacks into a grapple and just fucking move this bitch. If I want, I don't know if it's worth spending it. I'll just hit him another, 3 times? Yeah. And then we go again.
Yep.
17 team?
17 hits. That is 17 damage.
This one heals me.
Did that already include all of the bonuses in this case?
That does, because this one gives me a healing that I don't actually need right now, so whatever. And then I still have 2 more attacks.
I'm gonna be nice and say you can keep the healing as temporary HP.
Oh, I already have 10 HP from Aluna, though. But noted for future.
Yeah.
Or are you gonna maybe take it for 5?
No. You can keep the higher one as normal.
Okay.
I just think it kind of sucks when you use like features that heal you and you get back to full.
Yeah.
Like that's, you know.
And then I'm gonna save my smites. I don't want to start blowing those yet. Okay. And go again. Another hit.
Oh, 2. It still hits actually.
These weights, man.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of armor. I
Not
mean,
very.
they do for like lower levels, right? Like, it's not that easy to hit a 14 when you're like level like 3 or 4.
It's old armor though.
And then I'll make the last one a scale piercer. For a little extra damage.
Boinga boinga on the ceiling.
Yeah. Just as I go to make my last one, there's a giant jump up to the air and just crash back down onto him. Oh no!
Oh.
I jumped too hard and I hit this. Why am I you again?
Always me.
It's not the first time. I'll fix it after my turn's almost over. Okay.
Yeah, that
well,
misses.
Yeah, that missed.
Oh, you
Okay.
chose that one. Interesting.
Yeah, after several claw strikes, the white already, like, you know, its body had been repaired by vampiric powers, but you tear out several chunks of its flesh and it's looking at you with like its glowing red eyes, but part of its jaw is already missing and its arm is frayed. Anything else?
Narc.
Okay, your turn is over. Next up, before Priscilla's turn begins. Let me see.
I'm headbanging. Ah.
She's going to play a chord on her guitar, and the amplifier on the left is going to like make it resonate through the entire mausoleum. And this is going to be a disorienting chord. Everyone that can hear the amplifier makes a will saving throw.
Is charisma or intelligence?
Yes, charisma or intelligence.
Get back.
That is a success from Lucina. Right. So, out of everyone, Lilia and Maizel fail their saving throws. You hear this this tune, and in the middle of all of the rest of the song, which she is playing like proficiently, this one seems to be a little dissonant, and it has an almost like a distracting effect. It makes you a little disoriented. You will have a D8 subtracted from one D20 test of Priscilla's choice, so my choice, until like her turn the next round.
Oh boy.
It can be any kind of D20 test, just FYI.
Including another saving throw. Good to know.
Yes. So with that out of the way, it is now Priscilla's turn, actually. She is going to... Yeah. Yeah, she's going to look at all of you, continue playing, and not even say anything. You just see her eyes, like those red eyes, flare up and glow at all of you. And I need all of you to make another will saving throw as she casts the fear spell.
Let's see. Bite the bullet on this. I'm thinking if I bite the bullet.
Are you?
Would I roll a 9? Nah, I'll wait on it.
Okay, so that's 9, 24, 21, 11, 19.
Oh wait, I think I get to add a D4. Because I've been... Yes, I get to add a D4. Wait, why are you saying I have a D6? I don't have a D6. If a 14 makes a difference.
So that's a 14 from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Ariana? That you?
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck.
One brain cell.
Oh god.
Okay. Maizel, she uses the disorienting chords effect to lower your saving throw down to a 16, which still succeeds, fortunately. Okay. As for the rest, who else had failed the saving throw? It was Lilia, right? Yeah, but she doesn't need to do it.
Actually, wait, I have 10 HP. Never mind, I'll bite the bullet. With free health.
So that adds 2 to your saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Yep, still a failure, unfortunately.
That's fine. 2 damage.
So, everyone else succeeds except for Lilia and Illuna. You are both frightened of Priscilla.
That's so fucked.
Our melee person is feared.
In this case, everything else still applies. I will let you move towards the source of the fear, but you will take psychic damage if you do.
I like that.
And it's
that's actually really fun.
Yeah, you can't resist the psychic damage. It's inevitable, and it's dependent on the distance that you move. So just keep that in mind. The disadvantage still applies as normal.
Slow clap for that one, Taka. That's fucking good. I like that.
Thank you.
But only a slow clap. Don't get too excited.
Don't worry, I won't. But yeah, she casts the spell, and that's it for her turn. Next up is Lucina. She also succeeded on her save against the fear, so...
Oh my god, I get a pop-up when it's almost my turn.
You do? That's sick.
Yeah. With
Is she like a you're on deck?
Yeah, like with sound it said, get ready Noah, you're up next.
Okay, so they are pretty far away. Yeah, she's gonna move like more or less towards here. Which puts her, yeah, she can reach there on her next turn potentially. Actually she's gonna yeah, she's gonna move towards there. Take the dodge action, TM, and turn to the ones that are behind her, like, try to keep close to me if possible. And that is Lucina's turn. Noah?
Oreno-tan. I'm quite excited because I'm getting to use something I've wanted to use. We haven't fought the right enemy yet. However, she seems to be the one. Just measure. Sure, I'm actually in range. Yes, I certainly am. From right where I am, I'm going to point my usual finger gun at her, and I'm going to do the motion as if though I had fired, but nothing actually shoots toward her. But then a moment later, there is kind of this shroud around her of magical energy, pure magical energy, and I'm casting ethereal immolation on her.
On Priscilla?
Yes. So, essentially, anytime that she casts a spell moving forward, she'll take 1d8 force damage per level of the spell slot, d8 for cantrips, and if she ends her turn while concentrating on a spell, she'll take an additional amount of damage.
Alright, so that is 7 damage outright.
No, it's not. It's
okay,
like
so no damage up front.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, no damage up front.
Okay,
so
That's
there's
really cool.
that. Yeah, I've been wanting to use it, but we haven't fought like proper casters, so that's cool.
I'm gonna put a burning thing on her, just to...
Yeah, good call. But I will say, I'm just going to read out the line that I have there, but no, I will say, I'm the true spellcaster here. Know your place.
Know your place.
Know your place. And as a bonus action, I'd like to use the following. I want to look at the machinery in the back and try to see what it might be fueling here. And I'm going to use a quick study action as a bonus action.
That doesn't exist anymore, does it? Oh, wait, you have the...
Yeah, it's
you have key mind. Okay, then you can.
Yeah, that's my bonus action moving forward. Thank you.
Okay, let me see. You're trying to understand what it is fueling, or what's fueling it?
Like the machinery, from what I understand, also just looking at it, it looks a little bit. I mean, it's it's speakers, no?
Yeah, you don't know what it is, but for us in the real world, it's
yeah, and we hear something coming out of there, no?
You do, yes. You can see that it's resounding, yet it's amplifying the stuff that she is playing on her guitar.
So I suppose the wording incorrect. Not what is it fueling, but is it fueling her magic or abilities or whatever it might be? So essentially trying to gauge whether destroying that will have an effect on her that will benefit us.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check then.
Okay.
Yep. So as far as you could tell, right now, before she cast her spell on all of you, she played a song, and you could feel that the amplifier itself used some sort of ethereal mechanism to resonate that sound and create like magical effects. It's not like she cast magic and the sound was just happening to be replicated in the box. The box seems to be actively involved in process.
Okay. Final thing on my turn. If one of you can destroy those boxes back there, do it. This is not Noah's voice, this is Tyrion. Anyway, turn end.
Yeah, it was, but
Yeah,
sure.
they're like dangerously close to one another. But yeah, that's it for my turn.
Okay, your turn ends, and before the next one begins, she plays another chord on her guitar, and this time the right speaker booms out with a sound. It's going to be an inspiring chord. So rather than hinder you guys, it seems to be bolstering her allies in some way. They seem to be motivated, as Virgil would put it. Now, with that out of the way, Iluna, it is your turn.
How does that person?
Did he get deleted?
What happened?
What?
My Zell got deleted.
Yeah, that's the thing. Myzel is invisible, right? He's still there, but the other Myzel was deleted somehow. I don't know how.
No, there was only one Myzel.
Oh, okay.
It was just like the Fog of War thing kind of leaves a gray spot where like someone last saw you when you move out of their vision.
Yeah, if I select Lilia, for instance, she can't see you.
No, like I can't see me. My token was gone.
Well, I can see you. Like,
what?
I can remove the invisible condition.
So I'm invisible for myself, and I just accidentally added another copy. Interesting. Love that for me.
Just gonna remove the invisible condition, so you're, there.
I gave you a ghost version for that token.
That's right, you did, and I forgot to add it. So I'm just gonna have another me over there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put the invisible condition back on this one.
All right.
Well, actually, I guess does the eye properly have coded true sight so Kate can see me?
Let's test it out. Put the invisible condition on yourself.
I am now invisible.
It does.
Wow.
Fantastic. I've done something right in this module for once.
You go, girl.
Yeah, let's go. One success at a time. Anyway, Iluna, it's your turn.
Alright. How is that person? What is that? Where are they? Over here at the end. Are they looking?
Oh. You are frightened by the fear spell. The fear spell is not merely the frightened condition, as was my assumption until like 3 seconds ago when I actually read the spell. You're kind of like under the turn undead feature.
Oh my god.
Yes. You need to take the dash action and move as far away from her as you can.
Okay,
the drum
that's okay. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Can you still throw knives?
Huh?
Can you still throw knives?
No, I had to take a dash action.
Yeah, she needs to take her action to do that.
I'm going to end up back in the city on my turn.
So you need to walk 20 feet back and then.
I'm not moving my character. I took a dash action. Okay, and turn.
I mean, okay, your character will be moved to 20 feet. That's 20 feet there.
20 feet is off the map, man.
It's
20 feet is like
I'm off the
there
map.
at the bottom, and then elevation. Well, I'm gonna put like an elevation marker just to track how far you are. Do you have like normal 30 feet?
Yeah.
Movement. Okay, then you are 40 feet out of the. Yeah, you're 40 feet away from the mausoleum. You would be.
Could someone use an attack of opportunity to break the fear?
They could use an attack of opportunity, but that wouldn't break the fear necessarily.
Oh, frightened isn't ended by taking damage anymore?
It never was, only charmed was.
Oh, charmed. Okay.
Oh, speaking of which... Fuck, I forgot. No, but
Oh, yeah. Did she cast a spell? Because that's Noah's thing. She takes some damage.
No, she didn't cast a spell right now. She cast a spell before he cast the spell on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Does anybody have resistance to being charmed?
My Zell does.
Does anybody have resistance to being frightened?
Let me check for Barbarian. That feels like something that I might have.
Yeah, I just need to know about
yeah, I do, actually.
To charmed or to frightened?
To being frightened.
Okay, that doesn't work.
What?
I'm double checking.
Even from an ancient artifact?
She has superior fear.
No, it's because her frightened condition counts as a charm effect.
Oh, I have actually my Fey ancestry.
Yeah, well, you weren't frightened. Yeah, but just going, like... This only matters for Lilia and the Luna right now, because they're the only ones who fail the saves.
I think it might just be Berserker.
But just going forward, her frightened... Any frightened condition that she inflicts counts as being the charmed condition. So if you have immunity or advantage against the charmed condition, it works. But if you have immunity or advantage against frightened, it doesn't work. So that's just...
Making it complicated again, man.
Because it's thematic. Alright, Iluna, do you have any bonus actions you want to do?
That bonus action. No.
Alright. At the end of your turn, you can repeat the wisdom saving throw.
Already done.
The will saving throw, I mean. 21 is a success, so the spell ends on you.
Okay.
So, over the course of your turn, yes, you were suddenly incredibly terrified of Priscilla. Like, for some reason, when she looked at you, you just got like this chill down your spine that made you want to just get out and get away from her as fast as possible. Or something might happen to you, you don't know. So you dash, and I believe 40 feet would put you like kind of like near the tree outside, like at the graveyard. And when you reach there, it seems like some sort of calm reaches your mind again, and you pretty much like realize that you had been influenced in some way, but still like that lingering dread of her presence remains. But that is it for your turn. Now it's Rala's go.
Why did it have to be a dash? So just being completely confused as to why Miss Aluda would just run away like that. She'll, sort of turn back and the bait guy's back there. And then she will sort of follow Captain Lucina's orders. And man, I wish there was some sort of damaging cantrip, like Fireball. Oh, it didn't actually do anything.
It is so brave of you to do that.
I had to.
I commend you. I commend you for your courage in the situation that you find yourself in currently. But fine, you can roll your attack roll with that, whatever it is that is unknown to me.
That is a d20 plus d9. I don't know why I didn't actually do it.
So that's
14.
14 against Priscilla.
Yes.
That misses.
Darn.
Yeah. You cast the spell, and she's still just like playing her guitar like normally, and your spell just sort of like hits her leather jacket and fizzles off. The jacket itself seems to be a little sturdier than expected. She kind of like laughs and snickers.
What?
Snickers.
Oh, okay.
It's a candy bar.
You're not you when you're hungry.
You have the
I
power
love
to
it.
just end your turn?
Yeah.
God damn, I didn't know that.
Got big hacks.
She kind of like grabs the mic for a moment and goes like, to address certain things about the crowd. First of all, Mr. Fancy Pants, I'm not a spellcaster and I never claimed to be one, so you can be the best one, I guess. As for our little friend who's running away in fear, oh, did I hurt your feelings? And the little kid who I honestly don't even know who allowed to be here. Sucks for you, doesn't it? And as she's talking, her lackeys are sort of like moving at the same time. Sort of like as she's taunting you, they're all like moving along and she's just laughing. Lilia, the white, is going to make... okay. It's going to first strike at you with a long sword that it is holding on one hand.
Right.
You didn't reckless, so it's just
No, I did
normal. Yeah. That is a 14 to hit.
Yes.
And then it is going to grab at you with its hand shrouded in this red sort of energy. That is an 8.
Yes.
Damn. The other white. It's going to
Everybody could get on the floor.
Move here. And then it's going to move towards Priscilla and kind of like look at her as if it's asking like who to shoot. And she kind of like sizes all of you and just like nods with her head sort of like upwards in Rala's direction. And the white is going to do exactly that. It's going to shoot at Rala. With an incredible 6.
6 misses.
And it's going to shoot again. Nope. But this time, even though the white was going to fail anyway, Lucina moves in front of you. She shields you from the attack, but you know, it seemed like the shot was going pretty wide. But anyway, she just like with very fast reflex, she moves in front of you and just like deflects it with one of her gauntlets. Kala, can you make an insight check?
Quick.
Holy fuck!
Huh?
GG.
Well,
Right.
pretty
You were already looking at Priscilla like closely because you were aiming a spell at her actively, and when you see Lucina move in front of you, like right before Lucina actually gets to your position, you see an expression in Priscilla's face of it's not like panic. It's not on that level, but it seems like she was a little alarmed at that happening.
That Lucina stepping in?
Yes,
Gotcha.
stepping in front of you to take the hit. But that will be the end of the White's turns. Unfortunately, none of them managed to do jack squat. Which brings us to the Burial Demon's turn. Let me take a look.
Yeah, make it so I can't move. Do it. I dare you.
Right. What is the range on this?
Bury her.
Bury me. Do it. Do it. Do it.
It's going to move 5 feet. And Noah, it is going to look towards you, and with both hands, it will grasp sort of like there is something in the middle of its hands, and it's gradually compressing it, and it will cast a spell at you.
What kind of spell? What kind of spell?
Make an Arcana check. Since you have the quick study, TM, I'm not gonna make you use your reaction to make the Arcana check.
Massivo.
Massive. It seems to be a 4th level spell called Maiden of Bones.
A 4th
Oh,
level
shit.
spell.
Oh, that one.
Hmm.
I have that spell.
You do? That's so sick.
No, Jack does.
Oh. Alright. I think this might be the first time using the new counter spell, huh?
I don't like the new counter spell.
Neither do I, but here we go.
You guys gonna use it anyway?
I mean, it's
No, I'm
like I
not.
have it. So.
Um,
And I'll say, don't even bother.
I am inclined to just make an ability check.
It's
So,
right
like-
now, it's a con, yeah, unfilled.
Yeah, and I don't like that it's a
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw, essentially. 10, 14 seems too low for a 14 for a 4th level spell, but
Maybe it's like against my spell DC.
give me one
is.
second. I need to run some math on my head. No, I'm not running it like that. I think that's stupid, and I'm not running it like that. I'm just deciding how to run it. And I need to do a little bit of calculations so it's kind of fair.
I'm gonna take this as a potty.
What if we all stepped away for a second? That's too good.
Alright, so you make an ability check, adding your intelligence modifier and the level that counterspell was cast at. The DC is also going to be 10 plus the spell's level plus the caster's spellcasting ability mod.
So the DC right now is like...
The DC is 14 plus whatever the Burial Demon's spellcasting mod is.
Holy shit.
So like 19.
And
you...
you...
17 plus for sure.
I mean, who says that the Burial Demon is a fully optimized character with a +5 to the spellcasting mod?
Yeah.
Enemies aren't like that, man.
Yeah, they are actually.
Some of them are, but definitely not all of them.
Most spellcasters are.
No, they're not. Like a lot of monsters that you see in books don't have maxed out spellcasting mods.
I'm gonna...
No, they have like 18. So like +4.
I'm gonna roll...
Yeah, and you get a plus your intelligence, plus if you're casting counterspell at 3rd level, +3. So +8.
Hang on, let me do something just so I can just click a button. I'm gonna upcast at level 4. Is that okay? Because then it's a +9 and I can just like click one of the +9 buttons and I don't worry about it.
At level 4 you... No, yeah, just roll it like that.
I mean, at level 4, like, according to the old rules, it'd just be an instant undo.
Yeah, but that's not how it works anymore. Okay.
I'm just gonna run it as the old rules. If you cast at level 4, it just counters the spell.
I mean, now I have the difficult decision of the only reason I upcasted is because I was being lazy about typing.
I mean, it's your choice.
Yeah. You know what, I mean, if the rules are as such, I'm just gonna roll it normally as you had said I should. I'm not upcasting.
Okay.
I think I can do it, I trust my luck. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do it anyway. Hell yeah.
$19 is enough.
Sit down, bitch!
Yes, you see this creature compressing the air, and as it's compressing the air, you also feel the ether around you begin to shift and take on this... Like, fiendish ether is very unpleasant to feel, sort of like on the air around you. And you do manage to unravel the incantation, deconstructing this thing's spell before it can trap you or even try to trap you.
But the way I will do this is when I see her kind of holding her hands out and beginning to compress around me, I'm also going to hold my hands out and act as if I'm compressing something around her, and then I just pull my hands apart as if a balloon had popped.
Nice.
Countered.
Alright. With its spell having been wasted like that, the Burial Demon will do no more. And it passes its turn to the Eye Demon. Now...
It's like when Tim Cook sprouts multiple eyeballs.
What?
Tim Cook, you know, the guy who made Apple? It's the Eye Demon?
Missed me.
Damn.
That was really good, bro. Keep that one in your set.
Steve Jobs is dead. I can't use him as an excuse anymore.
And how many feet? 90 feet. Okay. Noah.
Yep.
I need you to make a will save. As the Eye Demon's purple eye turns towards you.
Fine.
That is a success. You feel something trying to affect you somehow, like try to kind of addle your mind, but you shake it off. Myself.
Do I feel where that comes from? Like, do I kind of feel a pull?
Yeah, you kind of like see the green, the purple eye look towards you and sort of like spin in a certain way, and it's almost like there is a haze emanating from it.
So from back there, as I swat that one off as well, I'm gonna kind of do finger guns toward both the eye as well as the other bitch on the side and be like, back off of me! There's so many of us!
Do you speak Infernal?
For most, I wouldn't, but for you, I will.
What? Okay.
No, I don't. I
you
speak
don't?
Modern, Draconic, Lower Primordial. That would be similar, maybe, but no.
No, it's not. Lower Primordial is far different from Infernal. The eye says something in Infernal. You don't really get.
I know what it says.
Yeah. In your ears, it just says like, "As you wish," and the green eye turns towards Myzel instead.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, bring it.
Yeah,
Where is the
make it
green
for-
eye, please? I'm not seeing that.
They are all kind of like hovering around the.
There's like three
the
little
central eye.
eyeballs orbiting the big one.
Yeah, they don't ever drift
Ah,
more
okay,
than 5
okay.
feet away from it, so it's kind of like in the
Roger
same
that.
area. But if you want to target them specifically, just like tell me. But they're not going to use like different tracking blocks. But yeah, myself, 42 saving throw.
Ooh, fork saving throw. Okay. That one is a constipation saving throw. Let's go.
Constipation saving throw. Let's see if you are. Oh my god, I'm not gonna make poop jokes anymore.
Oh wait, that was.
It's an ability check, but
Yeah,
the
I know,
13,
I know.
you know, with plus proficiency.
You just
essentially.
add proficiency, which is 4 right now, and it's 21.
That is a success. You feel. You feel it glaring at you, and there's this sort of like crackling green lightning running through the eye, and your body gets this static to it, but you do manage to shake off the feeling. And the main eye goes like, "The Frau today." As for the yellow eye, it's going to turn towards Rala. I need you to make a fortitude saving throw as well.
This thing's a
the eyes
discount
seem to-
beholder.
Kind of. There is some overlap, but you know, beholders make up for about half of the reason why people would be afraid of eyes in a fantasy world. So
It's true.
you also manage to resist the sort of like it glares at you with, and the eye itself sort of bubbles, and you begin to feel a little nauseated, but you manage to hold it in. And that is
1 round complete.
Yep, that is 1 round of combat. We are ending our round.
If you click the
and
turn end, it should re-roll us all. Yeah, let's go!
It works! Ladies and gentlemen, technology. This turn, Lucina is going to... Well, she always gets her a bonus to initiative, so she always has it. That aside, she's going to boost Rala up. So I'm just gonna add Rala, which puts Rala above Priscilla and the White. And
Do my Zell again. I have a thing I want to do before people get in the way. Myself sending that message mentally.
no, she. Over the time that you guys like, the reason that she can do this, like, it's not a magical thing. She's literally just coordinating you guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Is because by now she has gotten a sense for how you guys work, essentially, and how you fight. She wasn't really doing it in the first time you guys fought together because she didn't know you. So she wasn't. She was like, I don't fucking know these guys. But now she's kind of coordinated and a lot more aware of how you are going to operate and act, which is why she is capable of indeed boosting you up, since you have things that you would like to do now. So I think Noah's mod should still be higher than yours, right?
We have a 3-way tie for 22. That's funny.
No, but like the decimals.
No. For the tiebreakers, I think my Zell is the higher tiebreaker.
Okay.
It automatically incorporates tiebreakers. It just doesn't show them in the panel, in the side panel. But if you hover over us on the carousel at the top, it shows what our tiebreakers are.
Yep, correct.
Nice. Well, first up is Illuna. Illuna is 40 feet away from the mausoleum, but unfrightened.
I walk 30 feet.
Well,
10 feet from the mausoleum.
You what?
Now I'm 10 feet from the mausoleum.
Okay, I'm updating. You are 10 feet from the mausoleum with your movement.
And then I will Misty Step back inside.
Okay, 30 more feet. You can put yourself there.
Okay.
Just gonna...
And who looks easiest to hit?
Rala.
Wow.
She would be very easy to hit from this angle.
You could take out the archer, who's just going to try and pick us off, or you could hit the thing that's flanking Lilia.
Almost dead. Almost murdered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start off with that white. Start off slow.
What'd you call me?
What?
He called you slow. Moving on.
Why did you attribute to yourself?
Because you called him white.
White.
As you are heading into the mausoleum, you see Priscilla looking at you with the same sort of like mocking expression. You teleport in and you begin taking out the knife, but then you feel her staring at you with her eyes again. It doesn't seem to be such a massive wave of ether as when she actually cast the fear spell, but she is targeting you again. So I need you to make a will save.
Wait, before I get to do anything?
You declared an attack, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you did.
Oh, okay.
She has a quick trap.
I'll bite the bullet
Counter?
again.
Quick trap? Are you so for real? Counter trap, brother.
21.
Okay, you do manage to resist it this time. So you shake off that same sort of oppressive aura coming from her. Almost like there is, the classic spectral form of herself behind her, much more massive and monstrous than she actually is. But this time you steel yourself and you can make her attack normally.
I think getting that stare again, and Luna stops halfway throwing the knife and turns to throw them at her instead.
Alright. Make your attack roll.
She pissed. Remember, if you right-click and target her, it'll automatically say if it succeeds or fails.
Okay, 28 hits.
And the second one can get a D8 from maneuver. That's a 21.
21 hits as well.
Alright, and then I'm going to add on 2 charges of the poison materia. Yeah, actually 2d6 damage. Is it 1d6 each, actually? I forget. Me forgetting materia. 1 charge, 1d6. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So 35.
The knives from the bandolier are silvered, right?
Yes. I think.
Okay.
Did I roll again? Oh, whoops. Ignore that.
All right. Anything else?
Uh,
Both of the knives kind of like land one of her on her shoulder and another on one of her legs. She doesn't stop playing exactly. She just like winces very slightly, but still like. Okay, better now.
And bonus action, bonus action. Yeah, I'll leave it there for now. And will be Lilia's turn to get 100 feet out of the mausoleum.
160 feet movement.
That's gonna be so fun. All right, Maizel, it's you next.
Would it be Bennett? Wait a second. Should Maizel drop concentration on haste right now so you can't go?
That's true.
Oh.
She's gonna get struck by
She's
the wave
feared
of
right now.
I would
Yeah.
also lose my rage, but I have more charges. than
Yes,
that, so
but
that's
also
Oh,
if
technically,
haste
you
hands
could get
can
attacked and
move.
keep it.
true. I get attacked,
Yeah, if haste hands, she's gonna be incapacitated.
but I get to make
So
my
she can't-
save incapacitated.
She can't move at all, but you can't make your save at all if you don't end your turn. Like, you can only make the save if you can't see her when you end your turn. If you can still see her, you're still affected by the spell.
So I have to get out of the way.
Yeah, it's not gonna end on you unless you get out of her.
Oh, you have to get her out of vision? Okay, Maizel will not drop concentration then. I forgot they also changed it. It's now incapacitated instead of, like, it used to be just, like, slowed or something. I don't remember.
It
I mean,
used to be
I don't
just
really-
that you
I don't really know
don't
what the
do
difference
anything.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It used to
can't
be
take,
that
like,
you just can't
actions
take
or move.
actions on your turn, etc. But incapacitated is a little worse because you lose concentration on whatever you're concentrating.
Yeah.
That's kind of the difference.
All right. Okay. Maizel will then, as the eyes kind of ethereal effect like washes over, Maizel kind of absorbs the energy and flares his wings brightly as he enters into a state of innate sorcery.
Oh,
Right? Myself go Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Blue hair and everything. And then...
No,
Trans.
not the that is
Skips
some-
like 5 stages.
that's some Gen Z ass shit. Don't stand by it.
What about
so
Ultra
Maizel has
Instinct?
pronouns now.
Damn!
Ultra
I wasn't
Instinct is fine.
expecting that kind of
It's
reaction.
That one's cool. We can keep it.
Yeah, I will let it go.
All right, and then Maizel is going to kind of point at a spot between Priscilla and the Eye Demon, and coalescing there. That kind of static feeling that Maizel absorbed is going to explode out into the minds of the three within 20 feet of that point, as he's casting Synaptic Static.
Ooh, fancy spell. Pretty big one too.
And
Okay, Synaptic Static, Psychic Energy, etc, etc. Oh, nice that it's marking it down for me. What is the radius on that?
it's a 20-foot radius.
Okay, because the eye is 50 feet up from the ground. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure the radius can catch both the eye and Priscilla since she's like 0 elevation.
Hang on. Are we busting out Pythagorean? Because he's casting it kind of in the middle of them, not at ground level, but like in the middle of that elevation change too.
Yeah, I know, but still, like
the
they are
math is the math there.
but still, like the sphere is a 40 feet diameter, essentially, if it's a 20-foot radius. And the eye is, well, if it's 50 feet up
Hang
from
on.
the ground.
35 times 35 is 1,225.
I don't think
50 times 50 is 2,500. So we're going to add those two together. Plus 1, 2, 2, 5. And then we're going to take the square root of that. Okay, so they are in total a total of 60 feet away from each other. So you are correct. That will not hit. I missed the fact that the eye was 50 feet up.
Yep, it's flying.
Okay.
I didn't realize this room was
Yeah,
that tall.
I think quick math you can always do is if it exceeds your radius, it's not going to make it.
No, but like on the ground level.
That was kind of like my theory going. Like the elevation itself is already higher than the radius, so probably like the hypotenuse is even bigger, right?
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think like it matters what distance. Like if she could have been here, but if he was 50 feet up, it still wouldn't reach. I think.
Yeah. No. That's fair. That's fair.
So you can pick between the white and Priscilla, or the eye and nothing else.
Okay. I will go ahead and do that on the eye and Priscilla because I know that she's probably going to throw more spells around and other things like that.
The white and Priscilla.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you get both whites and Priscilla?
Actually, yeah, I probably could. So I'll just like shift it over to catch that group then. Like that.
All right. 27 psychic damage. Okay, I'm gonna roll for the whites first.
Yeah, it's a DC 22 intelligence save.
Okay, both of them fail, so they both take 27. Fly, and one of the whites, its head just fucking explodes, I guess.
Hell yeah.
It was it's the one next to Lilia. It was at less than 27 health, so taking that psychic damage, you see its head. It begins to bleed profusely from its nose and then from its ears and from its mouth, and it just clutches its head in pain and lets out this horrifying scream before falling down to the floor.
That spell really blew his mind.
Fuck's sake.
That's good.
What kind of condition markers should I put on the other white? Prone, raging, slowed, surprised, turn, transformed, unconscious, stable, petrified, hasted, flying, ethereal, diseased. I'm gonna go with cursed. As for Priscilla, let me make the save for her. Check her modifiers. That is a failure for her, so she takes the full 27 damage. Where is my quick apply button? My sweet quick apply button. All right. You also see her bleeding from her nose and a little bit from her ears, and you know, for a moment, since she's playing like live, you all hear the song kind of. It doesn't pause for a second, but it's kind of like it misses a beat. You know, a note was clearly played incorrectly.
And
yeah.
Of note, she has a minus 1d6 to all attack rolls and ability checks and Constitution saving throws for initiative for the next minute.
To maintain concentration.
Yeah, maintain concentration, not initiative.
Sorry, brain. Yeah. Actually, initiative is a ability check.
It is an ability check. That's right. The DC is... Fuck. Calculator.
It's 10 plus half the damage, so...
Yes.
Half the damage is 13.
Roll the d6 to subtract from her concentration check for fear.
Or sorry, it's 10 or half the damage, so it's 13. And then minus 1d6 to maintain concentration, yeah.
You
so
can roll
13...
the d6.
What?
You can roll a d6 since
I can roll the d6.
No, it's
my
perfect,
bad. Oh boy! Okay. Roll 1.
I don't know what number that is. Okay, 5. With a 5, that actually breaks your concentration on fear.
Hallelujah, praise the Lord.
Yes.
So Lilia
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
is no longer.
I was ready to run.
Yeah. Lilia is no longer ready to run. No longer frightened, as it seems like Priscilla like closes her eyes for a moment, and then they seem to lose their glow for a little bit, and she goes, "Bitch! Hey, you're supposed to be taking care of him."
I'm trying.
And speaking of the eye, as Mizell blinks out of existence from casting the spell, he appears right behind the eye and slashes down at it with a whip.
Wait, how? Use a bonus action and an action, right?
Oh shoot, I forgot the innate sorcery is a bonus action. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Sorry,
away,
I was thinking but quicken spell on the synaptic and then the attack. But you're right. That's my bad.
Yeah. All right. So that is your turn, presumably. Noah, it's your go.
Orinotan. I just had a really funny thought. Yeah.
Wait. Before you go, I need to reconsider one little thing. Each other allied creature. Yes. I'm going to be massively fair to myself. It doesn't apply to Priscilla, so she can't add anything to that roll. Okay, Noah, you can go.
Sorry, I'm deciding between what's funnier here. Do I do the proper move, or do I aim for comedy?
Always comedy.
I think so, right?
You should do comedy.
I'll commit to comedy then. Actually, I want to get a turn out of... I want to get a turn on the ethereal emulation. I've never... But it's only 7 points of damage, who gives a fuck? I'm going to point a finger gun at the eye, and...
Did she end her turn while she was concentrating on that, by the way? Because
the turn had passed.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to point a finger gun at the eye, and I'll say, out of sight, out of mind. And I will cast, and you'll see behind me again, this shadowy figure also, finger gun pointed at this eye. And I'm casting Ilvander's Resilience Sphere around it.
Dude, you're doing the Jotaro pose.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna have the eye inside this. I assume that the little ones that are hovering around it will also be encapsulated.
What's your spell save DC?
17.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it fails. Alright, let me read.
And then I'll say... Oh.
Can pass barrier in around your creature and... Alright. So you're targeting the eye and catching the other like little eyes as well, right?
I would assume so, yes.
Yeah.
As in, I'm targeting the eye, and I would assume that the eyes are also contained.
Yeah,
the
technically it's like one creature, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And as the finger gun Pokeball releases and hits it, actually, I'll say, "You're mine now." And then I will... So... I have a bonus action. I'm going to quick study, and I want to see if I can... You said there's cables going from the guitar to the boxes, or did you not describe anything? Yeah.
Yeah, they're not wireless.
Yeah,
They are
I
wired.
assume I'm smart enough already to know this, but for the sake of using the quick study and confirming that, I want to see whether disconnecting the cables or cutting them in some sort of way will be a surefire way to stop the amplifier.
Okay. You can make
Electricity check.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like a check using Smith's tools. So if you don't have proficiency in it, well, tough luck. But it still uses intelligence.
I don't. I'm just gonna click a regular intelligence roll then. Good as fuck.
Right. You do get the sense that cutting the wiring would also interfere with the speaker's ability to like propagate the sound, perhaps. Although the cables are like pretty hefty, they're not like thin, like our real world ones. You know, they're kind of like those very thick like power cables. So it wouldn't be just a matter of like swinging at it once, probably.
Yeah.
Unless you were to swing at it real hard.
I will say, if you can't destroy the boxes, get rid of those long, thick things on the ground.
Hey, this is that kind of show. Cut it off.
Yes, cut it off.
Meaning mixed signals.
Circumcise the cable.
Nope. Alright, I agree with her now.
Fucking God, bro.
That's it. I'm just gonna be obnoxious with this quick study now. My lord. Everything will be questioned. Give me answers.
That's what the feed is for.
So good.
Right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I actually want to move like. I forgot last turn and then I remembered too late. But I want to move like right behind where my dearest friend is.
Oh, hi.
Okay.
And I just want to whisper to her one last thing. The eye is taken care of for now.
Can they teleport out of those things?
Reading? I don't think so. Actually, maybe, yes, they can, probably.
I'm so hope I can't do that.
Wait, the eye could.
You didn't think of that?
Your turn isn't over yet.
No.
Okay. That's a 3. How it had rolled this?
No, I don't believe they can tip you out of Resilience Sphere.
No, it's not teleportation.
Yeah, no, I'm
Your
just
DC
confirming what Sol said.
Your DC was how much again?
17.
17. I don't remember the number that it rolled though.
You get to add a bonus.
Yes. No, but it's fine. I think it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Continue.
Yep, that's it. Oh well, I respond to her and I'll say, not that I know.
I actually don't know the answer to this question. I think you can teleport off it. I don't know.
Well, I suppose it depends on interpretation then. The way I read it, it says, nothing, no physical objects, energy, or other spell effects can pass through the barrier in or out.
That depends if you think that a creature being teleported counts as a spell effect, but I do think that is
I
a
didn't
fair
even
way
think,
to.
Yeah, I didn't even think that necessarily, but I thought creatures are energy regardless of the state they're in. So nothing, no energy can pass through.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think regardless of the interpretation, like the assumption that, you know, a spell effect can't go through the barrier. If a spell is transporting you through the barrier, then the spell is going through the barrier.
Yeah. Fair.
But yeah, before Lilia's turn begin, Priscilla plays a tune and the right speaker echoes this. Like, you know, it's a couple of mismatched notes that make like a sound that as the farthest it vibrates from the amp, the farthest the notes get from each other, and it creates this like really shrill effect in your ears. I need Noah, Rala, and Iluna to make Constitution, Fortitude saving throws. So strength or Constitution.
By the way, are we talking house right or stage right?
I'm talking about the right, the one on the right, sir.
So house right, not stage right.
Yeah.
God
I'm
damn
just
it.
being pedantic.
I've never been in, part of a musical well, not this kind of musical performance before. Don't know. Anyway, that is a failure from Iluna and a success from Noah and Rala. So on
Sorry,
the
a
success,
failure from me?
That
no,
was a
that's-
failure for me.
Oh,
What
no,
was
that's
it?
Rala.
What
Okay,
was
okay,
it for?
So those who succeed take half damage. That is 11, 13 psychic damage.
I can use Rala's by 2d6 because she's within 30 feet of me.
Oh, cool. So that is half to 6 for those who succeeded on the save. And Lilia just nullifies the damage for Rala, I guess.
You take care of the child here.
And
only person in
Iluna,
30 feet.
you are poisoned for 1 turn.
This is psychic damage?
Yeah, it's psychic damage.
That's so good.
Yeah,
Them
the
magic speakers.
yeah the sound kind of like makes you feel kind of like off and dizzy, and you can't move properly. So it's quote unquote poisoned. You're not physically poisoned.
It's disrupting your internals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just didn't want to put down like the exact same effects of the poison condition, but you are sort of like suffering from similar effects.
You're holding in the squirts.
I was just thinking, like, when your eardrums get like fucked up and you get vertigo from it.
Oh, true. The like super fuzzy ears, and to the point that you're like dizzy and shit.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna reduce it with Moonstruck.
Okay.
If this any magical. And I was like, oh, I guess that counts actually.
Yeah, it is a magical effect.
Right.
But yeah, with that out of the way, Lilia, it's your turn.
Yes, it is my turn. That guy's dead.
Here's the
Okay.
turn end button, by the way, Idle.
Where is it? Yeah.
So there's
Oh, I
one
see it.
in the carousel thing up top, but if you look on the tracker, it's down at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, it's right there where it says in turn. Wow. I wonder if that's how you end your turn.
Oh, Noah,
That'd be
you make
crazy
Your,
if that's a...
In my defense, I see end combat.
did you make your Constitution save for this year?
I make it?
Yeah,
What?
because you took damage
From what?
from the dissonant chord.
Oh, this thing. Yeah, okay.
It was half
No.
damage on a success.
Yeah, I didn't even register that.
Success. Sphere still up. I should put something down. For
Yes,
you
it
to write.
is.
But yeah, Lilia, go on.
Here, I'll make
I
it. I'll
have-
make a sphere.
A question of so the shining smite that I get from materia, I can't concentrate, so it's just a 2d6 damage rider.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. And how are you feeling on? Can I call once I've hit, or I have to call before I hit?
The smite?
Yeah.
You can call it after you hit.
Okay.
It's fine.
Then it's a crit treat then. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, like fine, like sure.
Okay.
If
I
it-
don't get to
if it
have the
becomes a-
like.
If it becomes a problem,
yeah.
I can just back out from it later.
I don't get the benefit of getting the advantage from it because I can't have concentration while I'm raging. So it's not as like.
In fairness, that is how the smite spells now work. Like, it's just a
Yeah.
bonus action that
They
you just
suck more.
choose when you hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but like, yeah,
I mean, no one's liked it so far from what I've seen.
yeah, it's. But yeah, go on.
I'm trying to decide if this big bitch right there in front of me, I should just focus it down before.
That thing's inside a sphere, so... Oh, wait. I thought... Sorry. I saw Rala pointing, and I thought you were talking about
Oh, yeah, no. The burial demon.
From what we've seen, she's mostly buffing them and scaring us, so I would take that as you will.
You can do what you want.
What I can do is I can move up one spot. I can do one regular hit on him. This guy, I'll make it an elusive jump. So I'll do one hit.
Flipping back, we're gaming.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I will go ahead and do the as stated damage rider for an extra 46 radiant damage on that. Plus I get the extra 2d6 radiant for
I can't believe this came to I can't believe this came to bite me in the ass like
so I get an additional 66 radiant damage on this hit.
To be fair, she immediately asked for it though. It would have been her first attack.
Like, bro.
Those were some chunky rolls. An extra 25 radiant damage on that. 51 damage plus... with one hit. Alright, that's good.
Well, hold on, did you max the 66?
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, what do you mean max it?
It gets maxed on crits. All our damage gets maxed on crits and then it rolls regularly. In fact, did that do it for the first one?
So that's 36 more damage, right? Yeah, it does.
The first one did it correctly, yes.
I think the actual hit is fine, but it would be technically 3d6 damage, but with the crit it's 66. So it's 3d6 and then plus 18.
Yes.
Okay. So I just need
to take those first 3d6. So that's going to be 16 plus 18 is a total of 34.
Okay. All right. So 60.
Wait, why did you...
Is it radiant damage 66 damage?
It's because it's 1d6 radiant from the arms of the Wolfwood, and then 2d6 from the Shining Smite.
So it's 26 slashing and 34 radiant.
Oh, okay. Total 24 radiant.
34 radiant.
34, okay.
Yeah.
So 9 more than what is on the...
Yeah.
It's hard to tell what's critted and what's not. I don't know what damage is what.
Okay, that is a gnarly hit on the burial demon. You cleave through easily, like about half of its body, with this radiant light. It's
like as I go to like crouch down to jump up and jump backward, I just stick my arm out and just rake all the way up the front of it as I'm like back flipping away.
Yep, and its body, the inside of it seems to be like, it's not organs, it's more like skulls and gravestones and stuff like that. It lets out this horrible shriek, like...
That gives me a free 15 feet. Can get me up onto the stage. And then I'll just walk over here and continue attacking. Within 5 feet, so I can go ahead and cleave on these guys, and then I will do my first attack against
Priscilla.
Here we go.
Uh, 23 hits, 17 damage.
I would get healing, but I haven't taken damage yet. And then I get my cleave hit on the white next to him for free.
That is a hit on the white.
I don't know if I'm actually correctly targeting things. I don't 100%. I think I'm targeting now. And then, so that's 1, 2, free. And then I get hasted and bonus.
Is that on the white again?
No, those are all back to Priscilla.
Okay, wait. I'm losing track of the...
Okay, the 20, the hit for 20 for 18 damage, that was on the white. And then the 15 and 13 we're back onto Priscilla.
Okay, the 20...
You could just hit apply, right? if you're tracking it in there.
Yeah, the 25, the hit for 25, the white will use its Decaying Guard to force you to reroll the attack and target the white instead.
Okay.
but the other 25 that dealt 13 damage will hit Priscilla as normal. Okay. And as for the white, 24 still hits it, so that's 14 damage. It's looking pretty rough, but it's still standing.
Okay, and I believe that's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up is the Eye Demon. It can use its action to move the sphere.
Let's go.
I just realized that we got all the way through the playlist and I need to restart it. Lamau.
Yep. I was also like, that is, you know, I don't think that's...
There we go.
Okay, it's going to use...
Oh no, YouTube was just like, you've been listening idle for a long time. I'm just gonna pause your shit.
Oh, yeah. Can you move the circle?
Oh, yeah. Why?
To where the eye is now. Because the eye can roll the sphere kind of like a hamster.
Yeah. True.
But otherwise, I don't think it can do anything really. Like it's going to, you see it like its eyes, all of them charging up with some energy, and the center one as well. And it's trying to like shoot this energy like a laser beam at the sphere, but it's not really working.
Good shit.
Yeah, it's screaming some shit in there, but you know you can hear it.
Not even sound waves pass through. Get
In a glass cage of emotion.
Yep, just can't do anything. That brings us to Lucina's turn. She sees Lilia leaving the burial demon. Well, 15 feet. You're about here, right? Yeah. She's going to move 15 feet in that direction. And while she's moving, she, again, as you've seen her do before, she runs towards the burial demon and says, "Wake up, Helm Splitter." And she spins and tosses her great axe in the air. It like spins a few times, then she leaps like 15 feet up, grabs it, and brings the axe crashing down on the burial demon's head. I'm going to move there. That's a reflex save from the demon. That's an 11, which fails, I believe. Yes, it fails. Alright, so it takes 40 slashing damage, which brings it to 0. So Lucina, aiming for the gash that Lilia had just left in the demon, she descends upon it with the great axe and finishes cleaving it in half, and the demon is just torn completely until, just like you saw with the other vampire that she cleaved in half, her axe actually reaches like the floor and dents it a bit. The whole motion seems a little like, not even the way that she usually fights. It's much more like rough and forceful, but it cleaves the demon like clean in half, and it begins to like, both of its halves fall to the floor, and it doesn't like disintegrate, but it begins to sort of like get smoky in a certain way, kind of like its body is evaporating. But that will be it for Lucina's turn, except that she looks at Priscilla for a moment, and she calls out to Lilia. She won't hit you with that guitar.
Probably.
Was it just an observation, or are you doing a mechanical thing?
Insight check.
I couldn't tell if that was like you doing a mechanical thing, or you just making an observation as Lucina.
You know, she's told you like what she can do. So it's not like she's making an observation, she's making a statement.
She can read the emotions or whatever, so she's like, "Oh, I see what's gonna happen next here."
Yeah, she's not really predicting in a sense of like logic. She is looking at Priscilla and saying like for a fact she is going to hit you with that guitar.
Let me tell you what type of person she is.
Rolla, it's your go.
Okie dokie. So, she's gonna run up here and cast a.
That song doesn't fit the vibe.
No.
Can you skip that song?
Yep.
It's Rolla's turn. Time to be happy. What?
I was very calm with just being like, did I I was looking and seeing if I'd actually turned on music in a tab.
As she's running up, she kind of, like, towards the, that thing. And getting here, she's going to kinetic jaunt to give herself 10 extra speed. And then she's gonna hit the speaker.
Okay, hit the speaker. Very, very punk rock of you.
GG strike.
Does she appreciate it?
That's 28 against the amp. All right. What kind of damage is it?
This is blunt. Your bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning damage. Okay.
It's 420 damage.
Right. This should work, right? Yeah. 20. Wait. What? Why did it?
Targeting, so you should just be able to apply.
You rolled a 20. Yeah, no, it's because I. Oh, it had already accounted for resistance. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I toggled to like have the damage, but it was already accounted for the resistance because I had already put that it's bludgeoning. So it kind of like have the damage twice, but it's fixed now. But yeah, you damaged the amp. It's pretty bad, but it's still like it's still functioning.
Okay.
In a 2-time.
I do have actually extra attack. I forgot about that. Thank you. Hit it again. Don't. Boom.
Stop believing.
Go
Hit.
for it.
Just
Smart.
keep hitting things.
15 just barely managed to damage the speaker. That deals an extra bit of damage, but the speaker still functioning, beginning to get those wonky distortions and all. Doesn't seem like it's very long for this war, but the amp is functioning.
That's it.
Okay, Priscilla was still like with her hands on her guitar, and she's like, "Hey, I appreciate your spirit, but hands off the equipment." Hey, can I get what do they call it?
Security!
Stagehands? Bouncer?
Yeah, stage hands. Stage hands. You got some stage hands over here, and a couple of the crypts that are like to the corners, like the lids are like thrown off, and you see a couple more whites emerge. Not a couple, but a few more whites emerge. One over here, another over here, another over here, and over here. Alright, she'll still starting, but you know. And while she's speaking, she grabs, like she stops playing for a moment, and grabs the arm of her guitar with one hand, and then raises it with that hand because she's unusually strong.
Neck.
Yeah, the neck. We call it arm in Portuguese.
Interesting.
She seems unusually strong, but she grabs it with one hand first, and then grabs it with the other, And just as Lucina said, she does seem like she is about to hit Lilia with that guitar. But before that, she will... as she looks at you, Lilia, I need you to make a will saving throw.
Oh, okay. Will
save. Okay, pretty good. You do manage to resist the power of her eyes, and you are not frightened. But she will, as she sort of like she hits this switch in the guitar, and the guitar itself, like it still looks like a guitar, but the body of it,
oh, fuck. I just spilled water everywhere on my desk.
Damn. Well, it seems like a few like the parts of it where she was like hitting the notes begin to twist and turn, and the guitar looks more like it's sort of like this spinning axe sort of thing, and she brings it descending down onto you. That is 25 to hit.
That water situation is.
Yes, I assume it's a bit of water.
Can I use my eyes to distract her?
If you're in range, sure.
I think I am.
Are you in the air?
Yeah, you're 30.
No,
you're
wait, I'm
50.
40 feet anyway. Never mind.
Yeah.
Can I...
I'm going to assume that hits Lilia.
What was the number?
25.
It was 25, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, 25, does that hit you?
You got
yes.
bonked.
Right. You take 15 slashing damage,
Resistance.
plus 2 thunder damage.
That's fun. I love that. The guitar's twang off Lilia's arms.
Yeah, it
Claws.
hits her and like kind of like rips through through her skin and clothes, and also seems to boom with an extra effect as it's going through her body. And then she spins around herself, brings it up, and brings it down again for a second attack, which is a 23.
Yes, and also. Wait, what's the bonus? Okay, hold on, actually. That may not hit. Haste gives a bonus.
Haste gives a +2 bonus, but
And
also
then
that.
I have the ascended form. Yeah.
What is the total?
I think it might make it 23, but I'm just checking real quick. I think it unfortunately may still hit, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, and an extra thing is that each of these hits reduce your AC by 1 for 1 turn. So regardless, it's.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, then it would hit.
That's wild.
Okay, so that is a 12 slashing damage plus 3 thunder damage.
Sorry, is how much slashing?
12.
Oh, okay.
12 thunder plus... Oh, and of course, at the start of her turn, Priscilla seems to regenerate. Because she's a vampire. So you see several of the wounds that were beginning to pile up on her get fixed somewhat. And that is it for her turn, yeah. So going to the white's turns. What is the speed of a white? 30. Okay. Come on, man. Come on.
My instinct was to say slower than a black.
I hate it here. I truly do.
That's just histonically correct.
Those two are going to move 30 feet to sort of like intercept you guys. This one will move. Oh, it can't reach Lilia. That is unfortunate for it. But it can reach its buddy, I guess. Lilia is also not within 15 feet of Lucina, I guess. This guy is going to go towards Rala instead. Well, it's going to pass Rala, and then it's going to attack. Right. Many attacks to be made. First off is the white that is almost dead. It's going to attack Lilia, once with its longsword and once with its grabby hand. Longsword is a 18.
No.
Your AC currently is what, 21?
Yes.
Okay. Second one is a 19 with a grabby hand. So that is also a no.
Yep.
Right. The white that just approached is going to attack Lilia twice with a crossbow. Just gonna roll both of them at the same time. One of them is a natural 20, so that hits. The other one doesn't hit. The one that hits is 11 plus 4. So that is 15 piercing damage. Now, both of the ones that are sort of in front are going to shoot their crossbows at Noah twice each. So first white's attacks against Noah, that is what is the bonus for the crossbow? Okay, so that is a 5 and a 18.
I think the 18 hits.
All right.
Yes, it does hit.
Okay. You take 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
Concentration check, please.
I don't know why it's not prompting me anymore when I do that.
If you hit apply on your character, it should, but if you edit your HP directly, it may not.
Oh.
You lose a sphere.
Nope. I'm using my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Chronal shift. I felt my control over the sphere phase for a moment, and I'm going to reroll that
Okay.
as I attempt to pluck the correct string.
Ooh.
Oh la la.
Okay, you don't lose a sphere.
Okay, great.
2 more attacks coming your way.
Mm-hmm.
That. What is the bonus again? Yeah, it's 3. Okay, both of those are 16s.
Neither hits.
16 doesn't hit?
Nope.
Damn. Okay. In that case, I guess. Oh no, there's still the white that is by Rala. And
God, stop calling me that.
It's Dwight.
it's Dwight.
Dwight.
His name is Dwight. Lucina goes like, that is Dwight. Like, I don't know, Jones.
You remember?
The sock.
Its longsword attack against Rala is a 21, but Lucina will leap to her aid and redirect the attack to her instead. She seemed to already be moving as the white attacked, and she knew exactly where to position herself, but it doesn't seem like she is quite able to deflect its attack, so it lands on her and will deal so many different attacks with different damage dice and different modifiers as well.
Bite the sock, Jameson.
That's 9 damage to Lucina. As soon as this happens, Priscilla, she's just swinging this massive guitar turned axe at Lilia, and as soon as the white sword seems to hit Lucina, she turns towards it and kind of like shouts, like screams right in its face, like, "Not that one, you idiot! Hit the others!"
Interesting.
The white, being a little scared of her, will, rather than use its second attack, it couldn't move anymore because it already used all of its movement. It's just gonna stop. It's not gonna do anything else. Lucina and Rala, like both looking at it from up close, can sort of like see the white's undead face with like a little bit of sweat and a look of concern. It's kind of like, you know, even though I'm not alive, I probably shouldn't. I really don't want to fuck up anymore. But that's it for the round, because the Burial Demon died before it got its second turn and before it got to cast its other spell. I only gave it 2 spells and it didn't get to use both. Anyway,
Fuck.
It's rough, buddy.
the other spell is called Burial Barrage. It's really cool, okay?
Oh, I know this spell. It is.
Yeah. It's really cool, and it didn't get to use it. But
The bone spells
anyway.
are really cool.
Yeah, because, you know, it's a burial demon, so it uses a lot of like burying related things. Okay, let's just move on. And the Lucina bonus goes to.
It feels like a raffle every single time.
Yeah.
It does feel special. Good. I feel like I should do a drum roll.
Entrants are for the
It goes
Wheel of
to-
Fortune.
It goes to Illuna, so she can go before the whites.
Yay! I can be fucking drunk before I
You
go.
can't have it.
As the black does go before the whites.
This is reverse chess, y'all.
Rosa Parks was right.
So true.
Just rolling with the jokes here, you fed me, man. And Rala, even though I don't know if it's going to matter, is going to get a +2 bonus as well. It didn't matter, but you know, it was a close call, so it was worth a shot. Noah, it is your go first.
Orinotan.
Well,
I didn't
everyone rolled
expect
so
this.
well.
Give me a second. I genuinely did not
You
expect
should
this.
expect it. You have the highest modifier for, I think, initiative.
Yeah, like
I know, but I
this,
haven't
It's like a
rolled that well.
+10.
this thing of like re-rolling is like it majorly benefits you because you have the most like bonuses to initiative and all.
Yeah. But I don't have the foresight.
What about the
Shit,
force?
It's a time thing. You should.
God damn. Okay.
No.
With my finger gun still pointed at the eye, I'm going to, with the other hand, finger gun, which I never do. And I'm going to release an ether lance toward. Actually, can I get the angle behind them? Let's see. Is that crazy? Am I crazy? I think I might be crazy.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so crazy.
So silly.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk
This
here.
is so silly.
I'm being so goofy silly, oh my god. I'm walking here, and from here. Shit. Fuck these guys.
How about this one?
This one I could hit. Well, I have to stand in this dude's space, so.
No, you just really here. Oh shit!
30
Yeah.
feet long.
Sure. I don't know how long it is.
30 inches.
Damn.
I'm just gonna
Romance
walk here.
novels be like.
Yes, true.
Call it the Clydesdale special.
It's literally. I have nothing for
Okay.
that.
I'm gonna ether a lance from over here at the guy in front of me.
At which Humst? Okay, it relanced that guy. It would be really funny if it hit my Zealot, but it won't. Roll
So
the damage
this is 8d4
Mizel, please find a different song.
force. Whoa.
Okay.
Pretty good.
18.
That's so good, actually. Is it?
I mean, from what you guys were doing before with those swords,
True.
so much better.
That was insane with these swords.
I'm not sure you guys rolled above a 10 on those things.
That was
The
tough
swords
as
are
well.
actually really good. They just rolled a
This-
couple of bad ones.
We rolled like
we
dogs.
rolled so badly, yeah.
Oh yeah, they rolled. It was
Because
so
it hits
hard.
up to 2 targets for 2d12 each. Like,
Yeah.
Just rolled like dumb.
in theory, that's a total of 48 possible damage. This is 20, or like this is 32 possible damage. It's just like
You can
but
tell me
there's
much
just, like,
theories
shit.
you want. I just know what I saw.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No. No. You almost got me there, huh? Quick study bonus action.
It didn't even. Okay. What are you studying? You didn't even think about something to study, did you? You just said it because you can.
You said
Yeah.
it because you're a pain. Quick
I
study
wish to.
someone's ass.
Yeah. I'd like to study this white behind. Does it look scrumptious?
You're gonna say
Is
that
that-
while standing
is
right
it-
behind me.
Is that a nature check? Or is
No.
it animal handling?
It's you know, it was a soldier in life, and now it has magically enhanced muscle. So yes, it probably has a nice butt. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Can
I'll
we
say
end your
then.
turn now?
Yeah, I'll say leave that one to me, and then I'll
Great
end my
song for that,
turn.
too.
Oh my god, bro.
Well, you being weird
Really,
over there.
it's your fucking turn. Please make it end.
So good.
Just a reminder,
Alright.
we're trying to keep her life for questioning.
All right.
Wait! Before you go, I forgot to do the lair action for the other amp on the other round, so I'm doing it now.
Excellent music moment for that to happen.
Skip this one too, please.
I skipped like an entire album because they
Just
were all
start,
meh.
just start from the
just
very beginning.
start from the beginning. I think the last
Fair.
album is not exactly in the same as the rest of the playlist.
The last 2 albums, yeah.
It's Beyonce's country album.
No. Didn't you hear the white people say that isn't a country album?
True.
That's why I'm
gonna
throwing
do
knives.
again the dissonant chord. So that is the 3 farthest people from the amp, which is Iluna, Noah, and what the fuck is that other one? Oh, it's the fake Myzel. And Myzel actually.
Technically, the fake Myzel is like right here now.
Yeah, but that is Myzel, Noah, make Constitution saving throws, Fortitude saving throws, which can be Constitution if that's their highest stat.
Wait, am I also doing this?
Hmm?
Am I also doing this?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm already
It is-
drunk.
It is the 3 people who are farthest away from the box. Why do you have advantage?
Oh no, wait, is this not concentration?
It's not concentration.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It will be concentration soon, but it's not yet.
Oh, fuck.
Noah?
Sorry, I got a whack text from work just now.
Okay, that is a success from Noah and from Iluna, a failure from Myzel. So Myzel takes the full damage, which is 13 psychic damage,
Okay.
and you are poisoned until the end of your next turn. And Noah and Iluna just take half damage.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm still poisoned because I never got my turn.
Yes.
Actually, wait a second. No, does that work
Actually.
on saving throws?
So never mind. I take 13 again.
Okay.
How much is it? Sorry, total?
Chat, how much was it? Was it 13?
13.
So half for me.
Yeah, it's half for you. So Myzel and Illuna are now poisoned.
I'm
No,
still
actually,
poisoned.
poison doesn't give you disadvantage on saving throws, only ability checks and attack rolls. So you.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I went to check real quick because I was like, I don't think that does it.
Okay.
But yeah, both Noah and Myzel need to make concentration checks on their respective spells.
I only lost temp HP. Do I still have to concentrate?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
We said yes before. I remember this exact conversation.
Yeah, but I do believe there is nothing in the rules about that. So yeah,
I know,
Noah
I'm just messing.
is a success.
Okay. Finding the button. There it is. Save and throw. Pushing.
Okay.
Well, that's a success anyway.
Oh, good. And now we can get to Lilia's turn.
Bye.
Hi.
I'm gonna just become a flurry of hits at all opponents within range.
Or
So I'm gonna do my first hit non-lethally on Priscilla.
okay.
That
Make a will
places.
saving throw first, please.
What, is she sanctuaried now?
No.
Ooh.
Ooh. You are frightened of her. As you turn to hit her, she looks at you and her eyes glow again, and you feel that creeping dread getting into you. You are, you're not like permanently frightened of her. It's just like a momentary thing, but you are considered restrained, so all of your attacks are made at disadvantage, and you can't move.
Okay. Do I get to still make that first attack or no?
You do, but it's a disadvantage.
Okay, that's dealable. I'll just make them all reckless.
Yeah,
Alright.
let's go.
So they're all normal.
Yeah. Well,
Well, that doesn't hit.
yeah.
I forgot about that one. So cute.
Damn.
That is also. Let me.
You're rolling so poorly, man.
I noticed. Thank you for bringing it to my attention, though. I think I may not have known otherwise.
Hey man, I think you might want to tell her. She's not.
Yeah, I just scrolled
I'm not
back
sure.
and chat. I was
I'm not
like,
sure if she
bruh.
noticed.
Chat, is she goaded?
Okay. Last round I was cooking. Last round. The kitchen's closed. Okay.
The Bailey dice.
Don't blame dice.
Blame me. It's
Only
cool.
weak individuals blame their dice. Just roll better.
You're still hasted though, so you get another one, right?
I thought you were checking something, so I was chilling for a sec.
Yep.
I get 3 more attacks, I believe.
3?
Yeah.
How?
Attack, haste, bonus action, and then I think what was the
Cleave.
other one?
Oh, the cleave is on. Yeah. The cleave is
Okay.
on the other guy. But I think cleave just. No, keep going.
Yeah. And then we're gonna. Well, I have to hit to be able to
Yeah,
cleave.
you have
so-
to hit, and yeah, and then you can make another melee attack.
Okay, 26.
Hey, that is a hit. That is a hit.
Okay, so that also does the features. Why? The feature of the little damage in the drop down. Trying to stop having to go into my character sheet each time. Don't see it. Okay, that's fine.
That's why I suggested like dragging it down onto your hotbar.
Yeah, I'll have to get a little more clarification on how to do that after. Empowered strike.
If you just like click and hold on Empowered Strike and drag it onto one of the numbers on the hotbar,
Literally
automatically
like
does
Final
it.
Fantasy.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool. And I can also add the heat. Okay. And then I'll do. Yeah, I get my extra attack then on that guy. For my cleave.
Okay, that is a 19 for the
White.
on the white, right?
Yeah.
It is going to use its reaction to force you to reroll.
Okay. Better.
All right, that kills the white.
And I get the healing off that.
Oh, it's a moot point now because Priscilla like rolled ridiculous, but remember she still has a minus 1d6 to all attacks, saving throws, attacks, ability checks, and saving throw for concentration.
Yeah, I've been accounting for that, and I also re-rolled her saving throw at the end of her turn, which failed, so she's still under that.
That 2 automatically apply. No, it did not. Okay. I thought there was a way to like make it add.
Oh god, so the 25 to hit
Apply
Lily was
healing.
with the
Okay.
minus 26.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, no, that
I
took
just
away
rolled it
that took
myself.
away health. Why did the healing
Why
did the healing
hang on.
hurt me?
Just add 2
Ow.
points to your HP.
I hit myself in confusion.
I hurt myself
I
again
manually
today.
did it. It's fine, but we'll figure it out. And then I have one more attack against Priscilla.
Shit.
And I will use my smite again.
Hmm?
Maybe it needs to be negative 1d6, I don't know.
I would also just apply 2 instead of rolling a d6. No, that you rolled a 2 on the d6. Okay. And then, so it's 3d6 plus 18. And so 30 radiant.
Hell yeah.
All right. That is a lot of damage. She is really rough now, but still up. Just holding her guitar and just looking at you, kind of like, sure, Bex, punch those claws.
Got Selena to thank for these.
Who the fuck is that?
Somebody
Noted.
way bigger and way better than you.
Go figure. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, I should have made that a scale piercer. Fuck. Oh, I
Alright.
forgot. I have too many things I'm supposed to add.
That's 1d6, right?
D8. I think I would have had to declare that before I hit, though. Which I had been meaning to before I
Sure.
hit, but I didn't say it before
But,
I hit,
yeah.
and it was a crit. And I don't know if that's too...
Also, you're restrained, so I don't think you could.
I don't think I
like,
can jump.
take a-
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I probably can't jump while I'm restrained.
Yes. So. Right before Luna's turn comes, it is the boombox. She plays. You know, it's an X mode, so it's a little rough, but she still managed to like get a chord out, and the amp like resonates it through the whole floor. That is going to be. Oh, if it's from this one, I guess 25, 50, and 50. Okay, but Rala would technically be closest to it, right? If it's between
Yes.
her and
By
Well,
diagonals,
unless
yes.
Lucina can get in front of her again.
There's
yeah.
a guy in the way.
No, she already used her reaction. She can't do it again. But that is a good point. She's gonna play the dissonant chord again. So I'm sorry about this, but the same people as before, please make constitution saving throws.
I've been poisoned for several rounds already.
Yes, but they don't stack. It's just gonna go away at the end of the turn. Fine.
If I succeed, am I no longer poisoned?
No.
No, that's not how this
I've
works.
succeeded in the last 2.
One for me again, right?
Yes, one for you, one for myself, one for
Oh,
Luna. Right.
this is for a poison cloud-ish?
No, it's for psychic damage.
Ah,
There
yeah.
was a fail, which is Noah. Take 11 damage. The other 2 take 5 damage. Noah, you are also now poisoned, so all three of you are poisoned now. I got you one at a time, but I did get you eventually. And the concentration check is a success. I need one from Myzel as well. Take half damage. Also a success, so the spells are all still going.
Myzel takes 2 whole damage. I still have my temp HP.
Yep.
How much was it?
And it was 11 total, so 5 for you. And now it's your turn. You are poisoned, but otherwise unimpeded.
That's super impeded.
I said otherwise.
Luna kind of staggers forward, holding her head. It's like, okay, I think that's enough of this noise. And she's just gonna throw daggers at the wires for the things.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with the one that Rala has already started on.
Yep.
These are all disadvantaged. 16 hit.
16 barely hits.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and see, does 13 break that one?
It does, in fact.
Alright.
Wait, actually? Did it? 13 have? No, it. Yeah, I don't know what the Foundry did, but yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
The amp is destroyed. It just like falls apart, and Rala, since you're near it, you can begin to see its internal circuits. Pretty fancy work.
This reminds me of Sunday's boss fight, where he's just like, disordient noise, whatever.
And and you know what? Yeah, she's just gonna go ahead. She looks at the other sort of pristine-looking amp, and she sort of grips her head and flips one blade into her hand and just like, fuck it. And she swings across her body towards Priscilla, even though she's kind of already off balance. And she'll use the bonus action to dive in. What's Ronder's frigid curse?
That dagger was.
It was a 14. I mean, I don't think that hits. I could roll disadvantage if you want.
Yeah, okay. As for the dive, okay, that's keep lowest. Right, it's already factored in. So that still hits.
Yeah, and so that will be a scale piercer. And I'll land. Well, I guess I have to land like right next to her. Ding, ding.
Okay, you can roll damage. That hit does it.
Okay. So I need to make a strength saving throw. This will be scale piercer plus the booming blade. 2d.
Right.
Astonishing numbers.
That is 14 slashing damage from the glaive.
I believe it's slashing damage. I don't know what things are.
All right. How do you wish to dive towards her?
All right. I mean, this wasn't non-lethally because I've been advocating for that.
Non-lethal, by the way.
Non-lethal, by the way. I think after Luna sort of like stumbled over throwing like 2 daggers at one of the amps and like just sort of like that sort of ringing in her ears still, I think she sort of pulled out the halberd from her back, sort of like planted it on the ground, sort of used it to push off and leap forward. And as she was swinging over after where Lilia just struck, she kind of flips it behind her back and sort of staggers over and hits her with the back of the halberd and just sort of knocks her in the back of the head while stumbling over herself.
All right. As you leap towards her and she sees you coming, there is a brief moment in which you see her look at you and just goes like, "Oh fuck. And you hit her in the back of the head, and she kind of like drops to the ground. Not dead, but
that hunking noise after she says fuck. She's like, oh,
yeah,
fuck. And then thunk.
Yeah, there's that like bang noise from the amp that is still existing as the music goes out of the store and then dies. She also like crumples to the floor. It does seem like her body is still capable of sort of like regenerating, but not at such a fast rate that she's going to just be up and about. But the whites and the demon are still all there. So we're going to keep going for a bit.
There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take my chances next turn not being poisoned. That'll be all.
You are no longer poisoned then. Now it is the whites. Stop laughing every time I say the whites.
It's just funny saying the whites. If you said the blacks or the reds or the yellows, I would still laugh. It doesn't matter. Just saying the anything is very funny.
Okay, this one is going to move towards Noah and attack him twice. Once with longsword and another with grabby hand.
Grabby hand.
The longsword is a flop at 10. The grabby hand is 24.
Yep.
Okay. You take... where is my other die of this particular kind? You take 4 necrotic damage. Holy yeah, you take 4 necrotic damage, and the white regains 2 hit points. But
I'm re-rolling.
You're using Chrono Shift again?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I can take this eyeball. It's fine.
Really want to find an eyeball.
Mamma mia.
Okay, you have saved yourself from releasing the Pokemon.
Yep.
The other white is going to move 30 feet towards you also. And also target you with 2 attacks. One is a 14, the other a 21.
Yep, 21.
The one which hits is again the Vitality Theft attack, which rolls 11 necrotic damage this time. It sort of like grabs at you and it's punching you, sort of, but it's more like it's punching you to make contact with your skin and begins to drain your vitality straight out from your insides.
Drain my vitality, gay.
Yep. You also have disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than the white. Since you've been hit by 2 of these, it creates like an odd situation where you just have disadvantage on any attack, so I'm just gonna count the last one that hit.
Yep. That's my
Yep. So you keep your resilience sphere despite everything. The white that is right beside Rala and Lucina
La Rala.
La la.
has been previously warned not to engage, so it's going to move towards here. Well, actually it's going to move towards here because it's better for it. It provokes an opportunity attack from Lucina, who is going to take it. Not a very good roll. Let me see the mod. Nope, that is an 11, so she misses. Rala, if you wish, you could make one.
No.
13 does not hit the white, unfortunately, especially not on the critical. So the white moves. Okay. The white is going to attack Illuna twice. Once with its sword, the other with the grabby hand. Actually, It's going to attack you once with the sword and once as a grapple.
Okay.
The sword attack is a 15.
No.
Well, if the sword attack misses, then the grapple doesn't have much utility, so it's just going to make a vitality theft attack. F10, so it doesn't hit. Anyway. The other way is going to come here, and is going to try the same tactic against Lilia instead. It's going to strike with this longsword once, but with advantage because she's reckless.
I sure did.
Fuck. 13.
No.
God damn it. These whites are fucking useless.
I mean, that's how I feel about most of them.
And then vitality theft attack. Nope.
It's right. You know,
nothing.
we all have those times.
Whole bunch of nothing burger. Lucina. She will run up to this white and attack it twice, chasing it. She runs up with the great axe, like sort of spins around and will attack the white once for an 11, which doesn't hit, and the second time for another 11, which also doesn't. I am rolling so well today, guys. But yeah, Lucina kind of like whiffs both her attacks, as the white has some armor that is capable of blocking Helm Splitter in this instance. She takes a look at them and turns towards the both of you and says, "They want to drip your blood onto her mouth."
Oh, that's gnarly.
That's
And
gross.
Brutal.
and that is the end of her turn. Priscilla will, well, do nothing. Rala, your go.
Chasing after.
Oh, wait, should I switch to different combat music since the guitar's dead?
Yeah, I guess the guitar is dead.
It's just the reverberations in the mausoleum.
Lily has just picked up the guitar and has figured out how to play it.
Yeah.
That's so real. Do it.
Actually, that'd be pretty lit.
Use your claws as guitar picks.
Just shred the guitar strings in the process.
Yeah. They're made of metal. It's fine.
Is
That
17
hits.
hit?
Yep.
Alright, and
GG bonk.
extra attack.
Always does a shocking amount of damage. I should be used to it, but it's always like it feels like it's more than it should be.
Yep, it really is. It hits different every time.
And I guess yeah. That's it.
Alright. Maizel, it is your go.
Time for
Poison.
myself to be a badass. Only sorta. Myzel's gonna turn around and see Noah surrounded and is going to fly toward Noah. And as they're flying, Myzel will cast Wither and Bloom in the area
okay.
centered on Noah. So I will go ahead and pop the spell into the chat. Where did it go? This, okay, the fun little overlay is not showing all my spells. I need to reopen my character sheet.
If you had your spell list like filtered for whatever reason, it respects that in the overlay.
Oh.
Otherwise, it just calls you a little bitch.
True. You're right.
You.
The
Send it on
disrespect.
Noah.
Right.
So the two whites need to make a Constitution saving throw, or take 8 necrotic damage. And Noah gets to reroll a hit die.
Right.
Massivo!
Both of the whites fail their saving throws. So they take 4 damage because whites are resistant to necrotic, obviously.
Figured as much. It was
Where
mostly for the heal. You get to roll a hit die, and then you get to add my spellcasting modifier, which is 5.
Where are the hit dice?
Hit dice are they're kind of hold on. If you click on, it's normally a short rest feature, but there's a different way to do it that I'm forgetting how now.
I like that the combat tracker has a thing where it automatically calculates the difficulty of the encounter. It just has a little epic.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Corner.
Idle, do you remember how? Yeah, I guess that just works.
So
I don't even know where the hit dice are tracked.
It's on your.
Rolling dice always works.
There's a place in the character sheet where it's.
yeah.
Right below the HP.
Yeah, I have a. I
Oh,
just
yeah,
think
there it is. Can you just click
I
on
don't
one and it
know.
rolls?
No, I can't.
Huh.
I also can't edit it, which is quite
You
funny.
can set the feature to consume a hit die as like a reason for the feature.
So you can just
True.
do a short rest and then not actually have it rest.
True. Unless your sheet is set to like.
You can tell it
regain
not
things
to
on a short
restore
rest.
things when you click the short rest button.
Yeah.
Okay, good. But then is it going to restore the health?
Yeah. You can tell it what it should and
it
shouldn't
has
restore.
a separation between like resting and just using a hit die.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, okay, cool. We're clearly Foundry experts, y'all. Okay, yeah.
I
So
never pretended to be one.
I know nothing.
Noah, you get your con mod and my spellcasting mod. So
Oh, that too? Sick.
yeah, because it's essentially rolling the full hit die
Yeah.
for healing, which includes your con mod.
Sick shit.
And then
So I got plus 14 from that. Massivo.
my Zell is going to appear invisible behind this
Pure
light.
invisible.
And yeah, right. Blink invisibly behind the white and
those are very
slash
awesome.
at it.
Blink
with-
invisibly behind the white.
You got it.
God damn it.
He's attacking with the whip.
Sure. Make your attack roll.
I'm trying. Why are you giving me the business foundry? Attack.
That wasn't an attack roll. There it is.
There we go. I don't know why the whip is not like rolling like a weapon should. I need to figure that out.
Okay, 24
Why
hits.
you don't have it listed as a weapon?
And this is silvered, if that makes a difference against these guys.
It does make a difference, but you already hit them, so.
Yeah, fair. Oh, it's to hit versus. Why did it not roll damage?
Yep.
Damage. Normal.
Nepotism.
Okay, it's just. All right, my whip is fully broken right now. It is going to be slash roll 1d. It's going to be 3d6 because I'm a roguey and I've got my snarky snarks. $14 slashing.
Okay. You deal good chunk of damage to it. It's
I know,
looking,
so
it's beginning to look kind of rough.
All right, and that's it.
All right. The burial demon's remains continue to wither away. The eye demon
Rolls around in its hamster ball some more.
I mean, I think it just looks, and when I say it looks, I mean it. The main eye looks at Priscilla, and all three of its eyes start looking in other directions, and it goes like, you know what? I don't think this is going anywhere. So, bye.
Can it just banish itself back to the hells?
Yep, it's going to do exactly that. It
That's
just,
insane.
Yeah, it just sort of like the eyes, the extra eyes form a triangle around the main one, and this triangle connects itself together with strands of red energy, opening this whirling portal, like triangular portal, into which the main eye retreats and says, "If you ever come to hell, pay me a visit." And
not an invitation, or is it? We can't hear him.
No, I'm gonna let the sound pass through the sphere just for the sake of the argument.
Oh, cheating.
For vibes.
And
any lip readers?
As soon as the main eye is in, all three eyes kind of like go in right after it, and the triangle closes itself, and the eye demon has indeed banished itself out. Because it's like, you know what? I don't think I'm winning this, guys. Like, I'm just gonna go home.
Dad, there's no point anymore.
Yeah, it's like, you know, the other demon is dead. The vampire bitch is gone, and all that's left is her help.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's not dumb.
Can we smack the resilient sphere into the rest of the enemies like a bowling ball?
Oh my god. Well, Lucina can give people the initiative bonus, but it's not gonna matter in any circumstance. So Noah, it's your go.
Got two
Who
little
does she
bitches
choose?
around me.
Well, in terms of accelerating things, she would have chosen Noah because it's in a more dangerous position. And
If you want to beam attack them, I can make them have not good on their attack of opportunity.
I think I'll do something else. Wait. No, that's not good. That's too much. I'm going to chromatic orb the one to... Which one looks better? Wait, this one had the good ass, right? Yeah, I'm gonna target the left one.
the left one. Okay.
Yep.
Make your attack roll.
Hey.
Chromatic orb, you have disadvantage because it's a ranged attack. That's still good enough to hit. So
All
that's 10 damage to the left dwarf. Dwarf white. What is it, dwarf?
What are they white?
It is going to be lightning damage. Did I on two of these? No, I didn't. Okay, that's wow.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Bonus action, quick study. How many hells are there?
9.
Bonus action, quick study. How many hells are there?
Is that the entire question?
Yeah, in this setting.
7.
7.
Ooh.
Okay, that's it for my bonus action.
That's amazing.
Okay. I feel like I'm being abused somehow.
This
I don't know.
This is a power move. This is a power
Yeah,
move.
this feels like I'm being harassed.
Yeah, I think you're correct in that assessment.
Lilia, it's your go.
So there's still there's two whites on there?
There are, 2 whites that you
2 by me and then 2 down there.
Correct.
Okay.
The dragons just they're standing together.
There's just like I'm trying to decide if I should go over and help Noah. I think I can get to him in one turn.
I like how we have big buff women area, and then we have twink corner.
It's Twinkle Kingdom over there.
Yeah, Rolla's like in training.
Shut up!
Eventual big buff woman.
I'm gonna be Captain Save-A-Ho and go help Noah.
They're like having an epic struggle to 10 damage to the whites.
But I'll do some free damage on my way out. So I will step over onto the body of the one I killed earlier. And I'm gonna do a I think I have to attack to elusive jump. Alright? Let me double check.
You do.
Yeah, after I make my attack, I fly 15 feet in a different direction. Okay. Alright, so I'll do one Ashmaka on that guy.
I had to say, Dragoon feels really good, Daka.
That's really good.
It's so fun. I'm having a great time.
Nice.
It feels nice.
I'm still ramping up the blood magic.
I'm having fun. I get to smite in my Sunday game where I'm a paladin, but I'm smiting as a barbarian. It's fine.
You're doing it on the white on the right, right?
Yeah, the white on the right is hidden by the light.
Right.
I'll go ahead and put the...
Yes, on height.
Just keep in mind, that one has a good ass.
Alright, well, I'm gonna chop it off.
No.
It's
She goes,
my
"Oh,
ass now.
She goes, oh wow, chop.
Let me smack that ass for you. It just cleaves it.
I would say split it in half, but it already is.
Damn. Already
That's
crack where the good
damage,
lord split
right?
him.
It's not healing. It's damage.
It's damage, yeah. 6 radiant damage.
Right. Okay. Are you gonna leap
then-
off into the other ones?
As I do another, this time just kind of like do a quick little like slash down and then just jump away, boing. How it's space to do the thingy?
Yes.
Oh, it's sick nasty. All right. And then, oh, I can't get my cleave off. That's okay. I still get 3 more attacks against this guy.
Just slash through Noah. He'll be fine.
Yeah, you can take one. So then I'll go bam. And I heal myself. Sick. See if I can apply healing this time.
Okay.
Let me do it. Right click, apply healing.
Can you look these
It hurt me
albums in
again.
the chat later?
Damage to that one.
Another one. And another one.
And
And
you
another
would be
one.
proud of this lunar awakened Lilia.
Whom's the wood? What?
Nicia would be proud of this lunar awakened Lilia. Beating the
Somewhere.
shit out of things.
Somewhere in the woods, Nasia looks upon. Nope, it's the middle of the day. She cannot look upon the moon and smile.
She can look up at the moon. She's just gonna have to look like at the ground or something.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's on the horizon. You never know. Depends on where. Never mind. We don't have to go into astrological rotations.
Sure. But yeah, you deal a bunch of damage to those whites. Well, 1 and then 2 to 1. Yeah.
Because I did 1 hit to the guy and then 3 to the one down here.
Sure did.
Did I get all of them off? Yeah. 1.
You,
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, I forgot to make one a scale piercer.
my goodness.
No, because I jumped. I elusive jumped. I couldn't have also scale pierced.
Yes. Sure.
I used it for the jumpies to not get an opportunity attack.
Right. Anything else?
Lore in Final Fantasy XIV. Normally.
Anything else?
I don't play Dragoon. I don't fucking know how that works.
Guys?
Yes,
Anything
that's
else?
my turn. That's my
Okay.
turn.
Rolla.
She bonks.
The she bonks was like right as the dice were beginning to show their faces.
She bounce,
But yes, that indeed hits the white.
She's a simple girl.
It's not yet dead, but it's very crushed.
Okay, extra attack. Another bonk.
It is
Squish.
crushed completely, squished even.
Okay.
It's dead, you could say.
Alright. Well then, since it killed, she's going to kind of just, in like the twirling kuru motion, just swing through that, and she gets a great weapon master hit on this thing.
Oh my god, you got a
Oh.
follow-up attack.
Yeah.
Okay, you actually killed that one too.
Hell
Yo.
yeah.
Do you know there's a 10-hour of the Kudu Kudu song on YouTube?
You're gonna find out.
I've listened to only 3 hours of it consecutively.
Now, I do need to know, for in-character purposes, did Rala say kudu kudu when she did that?
Sure.
Alright. You just
She
hear
said
the
GG.
quietest of eeps from Luna
She heard
on the
it
side.
from something making that noise while it was spinning one time, so she'll make that noise when she spins.
Anything else?
That's everything I got. No, I got
All right.
movement. I guess I can move over there.
Okay.
Now that's it.
It's Lucina's turn next. She... She's gonna move over
Injuries
there.
and bills don't
And
stop
on the
at
way,
5 o'clock,
she will...
And neither should your lawyer. We fight for our
I
clients.
didn't put it... I didn't put it in her sheet, but it's reasonable she would have a crossbow. So she's going to take a crossbow, like, she's very quickly and efficiently. Store away her great axe behind her back, and then produce a crossbow from her belongings. Aim very carefully and very soldier-like at the one on the left that that Lily is attacking, and she's going to shoot the crossbow twice in rapid succession. That should be. Holy shit!
Natural 20.
No, a 1 of the 3.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Yep, she just fails.
He
Three
doesn't like
hit.
those.
Oh no.
Neither of those hit. Insane. Insane. She had to roll a 5.
damn.
It's the White's turn.
Them days.
They're gonna continue attacking because that's the kind of like the final order they were giving. 17 and 20.
Against.
No way.
Both hit.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, have I used my reaction this turn? I have, right?
You
Yes.
No, it's been your
I
turn and then you didn't.
Did I not pull the string to keep the orb? I don't
That
remember.
was the other. That was before your
turn?
last turn. Yes. So you have your reaction again.
Okay.
Yeah, because you were at the top of this round.
Yep. You regained your reaction at on your turn.
Phew.
Okay. So what does that put your AC to?
22.
So none of those hit.
Yep.
The other one will try as well, and one of the hits is a 24.
Okay.
Good for it. Good for it.
Concentration check for the orb.
11. The orb is empty. 11
Yeah.
necrotic damage to you.
But we can still bowl with it.
And that's the end of the White's turn.
What a little white.
I keep concentration.
Hell yeah.
Luna's going to run over, and since it's just the whites, she seems to have a little pep in her step. And as she runs over, she goes to like do a dive, and I'm gonna be doing all my attacks at one time. And yeah, why not? When she like leaps over, she sort of flips, sort of like floatless in the air for a moment to like wake at Lucina and say, "What's up?" And then spin around to throw her daggers and then dive with the spear, halberd. Against the halberd.
Okay.
So it will be dagger dagger. Spur. Hey! Oh, that's cute.
So nice.
That's so cute. And then the bonus action die will be. We'll see where it lands. Ah!
Nice.
Bruh.
Insanity.
All right. I don't even know how to do this. So there's one normal one.
How does Soul so consistently get just back-to-back D20 or nat 20s?
Which one was that again? The first?
The one next to Lilia.
Okay.
This one. And then the other dagger will also go to that one. And we'll see where it lands. I'll add poison onto both of these actually. With the materia, just free charges. So this one will be a crit at least 6.
Poison doesn't seem to be effective. Like.
Yeah, let's rip the
first-
chat.
Yeah, on the first time you do it, it doesn't seem to do anything.
Alright, does that 23 kill it? Oh, actually, it's not 23.
Yes.
So,
23 damage does kill it.
alright, and then, so when Luna sort of like did that little wave to Lucina and sort of spun around to like throw the daggers, she then kind of pushed off in the air with the halberd to like then jam it into this last one as the 2 daggers kill that white. And so this one will be Scale Piercer with the booming blade. So that's 2d8. That's a crit. So 52.
52?
Yep. It was a crit.
It's that. It's that again, I guess.
Yeah. So those first 2 daggers flew in, and as she's like twisting in the air, she then sort of just drives it down through its skull and sort of like past its spine.
Yep. And with
It
that
has
one
scoliosis.
also being that, I believe that is all of the enemies. Unless you would like to kill that commoner up there.
We
No.
vortex warped him
Yeah.
out of the cemetery.
No, I never
What?
got to do that actually.
Oh, I thought you did that like first thing.
I think that
you would
that
have
was the
needed to
plan.
use a turn for that.
Yeah, it was the plan, but then it seemed like she wasn't keen on killing them for whatever reason. I was like, okay, as long as you're not being.
It was just bait. She wasn't like really interested in him.
Oh yeah, like I was just getting the vibe for it. I was just like, I will vortex warp out if it seems like they're being held as a bargaining chip.
We even got like a little bit of a victory song. But yes, fellas, congratulations, you have defeated Priscilla. She is. Yep. She's still lying there with her equipment and all. Slightly unconscious, though it doesn't look like she will remain as such for too long if you just leave her there, because her wounds are beginning to regenerate, as you can see. Not too fast, but they are.
And wrap her in my whip to try and keep her wounds from healing.
Yep, that does work. When she is bound by the whip, it doesn't seem like her regeneration kicks in.
Better in the icebox.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I know that some of us are can't stay for too long. I would like to ask how we're looking on time.
I need to go to bed.
Yes. So, yeah, we're going to end the session as we finish the combat and pick right back up next week. But for now,
With torture!
This guy became a vampire, and suddenly he thinks he's the baddest boy.
He thinks he's Batman.
Yeah, kind of is Batman. He's
Justice.
literally like.
oh, you like Batman? I'm bad at everything.
Yeah.
True. But thank you for session.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For coming, everyone.
Can
Good
you
job.
link that album in the chat? I did like that music.
Oh yes, that is something I wanted to mention. Priscilla's design and overall theme was based on a real live Brazilian singer, and the soundtrack for today's session was a playlist of instrumental versions of her songs.
Oh yeah.
I can link
We
the
killed the
playlist.
Brazilian artist? Holy
Yes,
shit.
you killed the Brazilian artist. Congratulations.
Oh
Well,
my
didn't
She's
kill
not
her
dead.
yet. Yeah, she's not dead yet. I'm gonna link the playlist, but also the normal version of the album, I guess, of some of her albums. I think.
Yeah.
Now let me. Her name is Pity. I mean, her name is literally Priscilla.
I did actually find out her name. I didn't know that was her music. I found out her name because when I was making Priscilla, I had to reverse search that so I could get a higher quality of her. So I was like, oh, cool. I don't know who this is.
Yeah, this is this is like her debut album. Yeah, here it is, like with songs with vocals, not just the instrumental. If you'd like to check out as well. But yes, my little tribute to my homeland. But yeah, thank you for coming, and congratulations on a job well fought. I hope it was cool and engaging as an encounter and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
That was fun. I liked the speaker motifs. I saw the tokens there and I was like, oh boy, we get to break these. And then I was very sad that my Zell didn't have the shatter spell.
Yeah, it would have done some pretty significant stuff to them. It was they were sort of like a last second addition. I was like, it would be kind of cool if that was sort of like an ongoing thing.
I almost asked if the synaptic static could overload them, but I was like, it's psychic damage. It's not gonna do
it just wouldn't make sense.
It would just be really funny because it is static, and you have static electricity in the speakers, and it's magical static in the speaker. Whatever.
But
I didn't feel like fishing that hard.
You're well.
Yep. Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Good night. Good night.